Welcome in. And welcome in, Bear, with that 90 stream streak. Oh my god. That is crazy. That is very crazy. I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well today. It's the goodest so far. Let's go. That sweater, thank you. I'm living my preppy life because I never had a school uniform or anything like that, you know. I'm just doing it now. I don't have any business casual needs, you know. Um, I just wear like the same thing to work, not to work, like to my house. um, 9:10 start time is slacking. I know I started my stream like 9:05, and then I forgot to turn on the timer, so then it just extended it as well. And thanks for the 38 months, Draconian. Um, Is he gonna start waking up at 4 a.m. to start his bakery career? He is. He's gonna wake up at 4 a.m. to get that freshly baked bread every breakfast. You never had school uniforms? No, only private schools here have school uniforms. So I never had any. And it's not like a lot of people go to private school here. There's mostly like religious schools or private schools, or like really like just rich people, I guess. And I'm talking like a real rich, like cost like 25 grand a year to go to private school, kind of private school, okay? Like that kind of private school. So I just went to public school and I did fine. Will there be donuts at Estats Bakery? I don't know. I don't know if he's branched out into donuts. Like that's a whole different thing. You have to deep fry them. You have to deep fry donuts, right? And welcome in, Ratsy. Hope you're doing well. Have this pastel program for some time now. I need to get around to it, okay? I think the 2-year one. They're supposed to be like, I think they have like 2.5 year, 3.5 year, and I'm like, who's out here like making an extra badge for 2.5 year? Like, I feel like once you reach a certain, like, it's like celebrating anniversaries, you know? Like, I feel like, everyone can do whatever they want, but I'm like judging a little bit when people are like, if someone celebrated like their like 4.5 year anniversary, I feel like once you reach 4 years, like, shouldn't you just be like just doing like a year by year basis? Like, I can understand like 6 months, because it's like, you haven't even had like 1 year yet. 6 months, sure. Even 18 months could be understandable, but like 2.5 years of like any anniversary, like who is out here celebrating that? If you're scared to deep fry, I'm scared to deep fry too. It's just annoying too, because you have to like, firstly the oil is like splashing. I can barely cook something that's like splashing oil everywhere, like, you put too much oil on like your fried egg and it's like splashing. And then you have to like dispose of the oil, which is really annoying. In Japan they have, I don't know if they have them here, they probably do, but like you can put like some powder in it and it like solidifies the oil once you're done deep frying. So I guess that's good, but I just can't be bothered. She can add a 3-year badge or a 4th year. Exactly. No, if I have new badges made, I'll make them all made at once. I just haven't gone around to any of it because I have some, like, they added new emo slots like a year ago, and I have not added new emotes. A red one will be cool. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get to the red year, like a red one. He's waiting for Switch 2 controllers. That's true. Are they really gonna look different though? Because I feel like the Wii U controller looks the same as the Switch Pro controller, Maybe they'll release a new type of controller. Like, it won't be like Joy-Cons. It'll be like, maybe, how about 3 years? It's like a Wiimote. That'd be pretty cool. A Wiimote, or like a Guitar Hero controller, and then it goes into like a Wii Fit board. Even if Major is streaming about 4 years, all the vacations are really around 2 or so. Perhaps. But I didn't take any vacations for like the first 2 years. I don't think I took like any time off for like the first 2 years I was streaming. So I think, and then I took a bunch of vacations in the last 2 years. When it's a 2.66 year batch, it's coming. It's coming. We're gonna get really granular. We're gonna go like by we're gonna start doing like by month, and it like slightly changes the color. Like it's like one hue different. You know, you can barely tell, but it's different. Where do you rank in rapping skill compared to XG? I have no idea. I'm sorry. I've never heard it in my life. Probably below all of them. I would say I'm probably below rapping skill of any K-pop rapper. Anyone who does it at all. Unless there's someone that's really bad, then maybe I could be above them. Why is Meteor just like actually? Because actually, you know. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Beaches doesn't touch the local grass, but international grass is definitely touched. No, I touch local grass all the time. I was taking so many pictures of Vancouver. I'm such a Vancouver shill. You guys know this. I'm taking all the tourism photos. 3.14 year badge can be a Procon shaped like pie. Okay, okay. Wait, what's 3.14 years though? Is it like a specific number of days? We can have that. I'm a math major, you know. We can do it for all the numbers. I'm sure they all have some sort of number, right? If I redeem for a song and it'd be like a rap K-pop song. As long as I know the song. It'll probably have to be like Blackpink. Cause I don't know that many I mean I guess most K-pop songs have like a random rap in it somewhere, but like it has to be like I have to know it has to be in English or it has to be in Japanese and I have to know the Japanese version. It can't just be like a Japanese version I've never heard. Rapping crazy over you at 1.25 times speed? Absolutely. Absolutely. Would there be a badge for Graham's number? Who's Graham? Woke Up by XG is English. Yeah, but I have to know the song. I don't know, like I don't know. I'm like off the K-pop like what wave? It's not really a wave. I'm out of the loop. Is what I'm trying to say. Can't Stop Me by Twice and then atrocious rap. What is it? It's like risky, why you test me? It's an emergency. But it's good. What do you mean? It's sometimes the rap is so bad, it's good, you know? But what am I trying to say? Also, the sun is really messing with my lighting. It got so bright behind me. You literally I'm so dark now. But well, it keeps like going back and forth. So I think it'll come back. But yeah, there's some really bad. I think like my running theory is that K-pop lyrics have always been cringe and always been like nonsensical. We just didn't know until they started introducing more English, you know? I have a feeling I'm like my theory is that the Korean lyrics are just as terrible. But like we just don't know because we don't understand it. And we didn't know until they started writing more English lyrics. Risky. This is an emergency. JYP cooked and then burned the dish. He really did. Whoever wrote that, I have no idea. And it's so sad because there's actually a good English version, you know? Like compared to like English versions of the past were so bad. Like they were all just like unlistenable. But I Can't Stop Me was like the rest of the lyrics are like pretty decent. You know, it doesn't sound like really out of place or like very embarrassing. But the rap is not the best. The Light When Shit One says Pikachu. I have not even heard the Seraphim's recent songs. I'm an otaku bestie. Oh no, I think I remember this. Garlic. What? I'm so confused. Blackpink Japanese versions have bad English. The do rap. Oh, the do rap. It's so bad. It's so embarrassing. I'm like I literally can't even like try and sing along. You know. Your favorite is Red Velvet, Irene, and Dum Dum. You need to beat it, that boy. Like, you need to beat it, that boy. Michael Jackson bad, followed by more Michael Jackson puns. Oh no, that's they're just really like they're just paying homage to Michael Jackson by like stomping on his grave, you know. And there's some, I would say like, what was it like? There was there was like, what was that song? Really Bad Boy, not Bad Boy, but Really Bad Boy. They were like, one of the lyrics is like sipping on milk and chocolate milkshakes or something. Like I was like, like what is this lyric? Like it was like just out of nowhere. Like it has nothing to do with the song. They just like put it in. They just put it in the lyrics. So I was like, is this like a translation from the Korean one? Like are they? Is that what they were saying? And like they were like, oh yeah, we're having a party. They're trying to drink some milk. Like what? What is it? How does it fit the concept at all? Um, it makes you feel better. She probably didn't write the lyrics herself. No, yeah, they didn't write the lyrics. Yeah. But it was just like, oh no, sometimes they do write the lyrics. But I don't think they write the English lyrics. Because they probably, like, it's probably too hard to write the English lyrics. I think sometimes they contribute to the songwriting, and who knows what parts they wrote. It sounds like Bang Bang by Jessie J, does it? I can't remember. They got ChatGPT writing their raps, I think so. The beta version, yeah. Some of the lyrics are so. I mean, I feel like no one's out here listening to K-pop because they love the lyrics. Like they're like, wow, the lyrics are so beautiful, so artistic. Um, I don't really think many people like there's some meaningful K-pop songs for sure. But I don't think anyone is like, yeah, this is a lyrical masterpiece, you know? Like it's really just like um very manufactured pop, you know? It's like K-pop is like jazz, like they're like scatting, like it's just like nonsense. I mean, honestly, that might be better. I think it's better when you can't understand it because like I don't know. Listen to G Idol for Soyeon's lyrics. G Idol has some great lyrics as well. It's it brings a tear to my eye. It's beautiful. But yeah, I don't think anyone out there is like listening to that. Remember how the lyrics in "I Want to That Way" with the Backstreet Boys has nonsense lyrics because the Swede who wrote it wasn't good at English at the time. Is it? Is it nonsense lyrics? I just thought it was very like, like basic. I don't know all the lyrics. I just know the chorus. A language only Koreans or Korea boost know and throw in a couple English words and you get a hit. Exactly. But like K-pop is popular in Korea, so like people must not care. Like they just like a catchy pop song and like it doesn't have to have like meaningful. Not every song has to have meaningful lyrics as long as it's not like painful to listen to. Like I feel like with K-pop, it's like I think with K-pop, it's like it's just fun. It's just pop. They're dancing. They're pretty. Like I think that's the appeal. The recorded alternate version with Spick Six, but I didn't hit the same, so they went with the original. Now I feel like I need to look up the lyrics. I don't know. I didn't know that they're bad. So for song request, I dropped the link. Well, you can ask me if I know the song first. If it's XG, like I cannot sing a song that I don't know. You know. So I think just tell me the song, and if I know the song, I'll be able to sing it. But if I don't know the song, then I can't really. Oh, it's Blackpink. Okay, I can do Blackpink. You can just tell me the song. I don't need a link. Lighting, please. Why is the sun being like this? Did Japanese version? You want me to sing did Japanese version? I have to censor it. Hold on. Is that okay? Because there's they say a lot of bad words. I feel like it doesn't hit the same. Okay, we can do it. And the last part doesn't even have any singing. It's just a dance break. At the one with Patrick, it is the one with the Patrick Star reference, yeah. Maybe I should just sing along to them. You here for the bad English rap? Okay. Okay. I might accidentally swear though, so please forgive me. I don't think anyone cares. Okay. Let me get the backtrack because I'm not singing that a cappella. That's a bit strange. In karaoke. Sure, karaoke. With backing vocals. Can I sing with Blackpink? Can I have the Japanese lyrics? I wonder if they'll have that. Oh, they do. They do. Oh no, they don't. Never mind. Now I have a karaoke version. I just want like the actual instrumental though, otherwise I'm gonna be very confused. Okay. Let me pull up the Japanese lyrics. I'm very sorry for this in advance. the song is I do love Did It Do. But the Lisa rap is very questionable. Japanese lyrics. Oh, they're romanized. I guess it's fine. I'll take it. I can't read. This is actually hard to read, but it's okay. You got your 2024 YouTube recap, and your most played songs is the Persona 3 song. And you said you listened to over 500 times this year. I mean, Persona does have good music, but 500 times is a lot. It's like, I mean, I guess that's a good reason. It could be a reasonable amount. Didn't know YouTube does a recap. Yeah, I kept getting like a thing on YouTube saying like, here's your gaming recap, and I'm like, and it had like a thumbnail of Elden Ring, and I was like, I thought it meant like YouTube gaming. You know, like YouTube has games now, and I was like, who the hell would do like a YouTube gaming recap? Like, who's playing enough of those YouTube games to like have a gaming recap? But then there was a picture of Elden Ring, so I didn't really understand. Like, is it like how many gaming related videos I watch? Like, I was very confused by this. I'll have to click on it next time I see it. Yeah, what is YouTube gaming? Is that a thing? Is it just like how many videos I watched? Yeah, let me verify this instrumental. Alright, I think this is fine. This seems real. Okay, wait, let me find just like the instrumental. How about this? Instrumental. 100% official instrumental. No way. Oh yeah, this is the actual one. Okay, I think this is fine. Miju needs to release more Wii Sports videos. She could be in her top 5. That's true. My Wii Sports video is iconic. You have to play the game on YouTube. I mean, for some games that works. Like if you're playing like, you know, like a story game, you can just watch it on YouTube. It's fine. Okay. Okay, ready? Ready for my iconic performance of Did It Do? Okay. Blackpink. Oh yeah. Blackpink. Oh yeah. 真面目そうでもお利口じゃないの私に隠されたボインボインに倍増周りを気にせずときつつもいいし Black からピンク可愛らしく Savage I keep it lit like a matchstick I'm the start of a Patrick I'm getting kicked at the fat check Hold on a roll like a graduate These smart mouths bring dumb heat I'm iced tea, I'm OG, I'm demon like IT Got more juice than high C 考えなしてお利口なふりをするわけないから勘違いだわ私のためよこの笑顔はまだ私を理解できないなら Test me わかってるよね甘く見ちゃダメや Wait till I do what I hit you with that do 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 あやHit you with that do 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 Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm getting money with 100. I'm a GQ spread like hummus, but for the birds like imitation. I can also say this what I was saying. Drop that like you got a hot track, so you wanna knock that, got another banger. Real talk, I'm gonna let the oath talk exceed the billions, better call a banker. 考えのしてお利口なふりをするわけないから勘違いだわ私のためよこの笑顔はまだ私を理解できないなら Test me わかってるよね甘く見ちゃダメよ I'll wait till I do what I hit you with that do 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 There was hummus Aya aya Hit you with that do 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 Aya aya What you gonna do when I come through with that What you gonna do when I come through with that Moiro like fire Moiro like fire There's actually no more lyrics for the rest of it. I think they keep saying like Aya 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 Moiro like fire I only know the chorus. I don't know the dance break. I never got that far. But I'm not a huge fan of the did it choreography. I think it's a bit underwhelming, you know? I'll read you the whole. I kind of messed it up because I was trying to censor it, and I couldn't really. It was too fast to censor. But here's the lyrics for Jenny. I'm getting money by the hundreds. On my GQ spread like hummus. Bull for the birds that are coming. I'm gonna say this, and again, I'm the man. I don't think this is right. I think it's I'm the man. I run it. Drop that like you got a hot track, so you want to knock that, got another bang. Real talk, I'm gonna let the O's talk, you could see the billions, better call a bank. That's the lyric. But there was too many, there's too many bad words. I could have censored properly. I used to be able to do it. I used to be able to do it without swearing, but I haven't done it in a while, so then it was hard. That was worth the 5K points. Thank you. It was a moving performance, right? Like, I think the lyrics were very, like, I was singing from my heart, you know? I really did mean it when I said, I keep it lit like a matchstick. I don't think these lyrics are right, by the way. It was kind of messing me up. Because I think it's, I keep it lit like a matchstick. I'm a star but no Patrick. This says I'm getting cake, that's a fat check. I think it's I'm getting paid. That's a fat check. That's a fact check. That's a fat check? Fact check. Well, it could be either, I guess. It's hard to tell. And she says, like, all on a roll like a graduate. Because for some reason on this one it says, holding a roll like a grad jet. Which is not really like a... I don't think this lyrics is right. That doesn't make any sense. Holding a roll like a grad... What's a grad jet? I think it's supposed to be graduate. It's I'm getting cake. That's a fact check. That cannot be right. What does Apple Music say? Because surely they like put that on their own. It is right. That makes less sense than what I thought it was. That literally makes so much less sense than what I thought. Apple Music says, "Oh yeah, you're right. I'm getting cake. That's a fat. No. Yeah, no. It's I'm getting cake. It's a fat check. What? I thought she said I'm getting paid. That makes a lot more sense. The lyrics make no sense. Okay. Here's the real lyrics. I keep it lit like a matchstick. I'm a star but no Patrick. I'm getting cake. That's a fat check. Holding a roll like a graduate. These smart mouth bring dumb heat. Like iced tea, I'm OG. I'm demon like IT. Got more juice than high C. There's so many references. She went straight from Patrick Star to Ice-T to IT, like the clown, to High C, the juice. Wow. She's so well-rounded. She has so many interests, you know? Like, that's crazy. Yeah, the lyrics do make the lyrics make less sense than I really thought. When they said Patrick, I thought Sponge. That's what she means. She says, I'm a star, but no Patrick. She means Patrick Star. Like, they're literally, that's literally the reference in the song. Maybe IT is like tech IT. No, she says, I'm demon, like IT. So she means the clown. She means Pennywise the clown. Patrick is ill. Oh my gosh. They're demons. IT tech people are demons. That also makes less sense, but that could be the lyric. If we're going like judging by the cake fact check lyric, like maybe we're just going all in. I feel like Pennywise makes more sense, but it's also kind of weird. But it could really be anything. And I don't think it is pronounced IT, is it? And maybe that's just how she wants to say it. Just like that's like her own stylistic choice. Your Japanese on it was amazing. I would hope so. The Japanese is also like nonsensical, by the way. Every time like I don't know who the Japanese versions are for. Like I don't know if actual Japanese people are out here listening to it because like my cousin likes K-pop and she refuses to listen to the Japanese version because like it's like us and like a bad English version, you know? Like because like I feel like a lot of us would rather listen to the Korean version than an English version and hear the lyrics and be like, oh, that's you know, like I'd rather not understand this, you know? So she never likes listening to the English or the Japanese versions, even with like Twice and stuff. So I think, I don't know who these Japanese versions are for. Like I don't know who's listening to them. I guess Japanese people are listening to them, but I've never heard a Japanese version like out in the wild. Like every time I'm in Japan, they're playing K-pop somewhere. It's always just like a normal Korean version. So like I don't really understand. And welcome in, Ken. Hope you're doing well. You missed my iconic performance of a cringy K-pop song. Have you listened to Rosé's new song? I have. It gives me very Avril Lavigne vibes. I think I prefer Gone. Like I feel like Gone had more like it felt more like unique, I guess. But I do love a good. I feel like Avril Lavigne is really like Avril Lavigne kind of songs are really coming back. Which is fair. She's a Canadian icon. We should have clipped it. You can still clip it now. And welcome in, AJ. Just for a job interview, or are you from HR? I'm from HR. You ready for a new album? I am too. I'm so excited. I'm a big like Rosé song fan. I would say like out of all the, I know like Jennie's my favorite Blackpink member, but Rosé songs are my favorite. Like I love On the Ground like to this day and Hard to Love. So I'm very curious where she will go. And I'm a Apatu defender. I know some people don't like it. I love Apatu. Apparently Super Junior has Just Close Your Lips, Shut Your Tongue in the song. Maybe that's ironic. Maybe that's ironic, you know, like maybe it's just like just for fun. There's also like really like especially in older like second gen kind of K-pop songs, there's some really questionable lyrics as well, like very creepy lyrics, very violent, aggressive lyrics. I'm like, oh, okay, that's also kind of weird. But I don't think it's much these days. I think cringy lyrics are more common these days. Lisa album next year. I'm not a huge fan of Lisa's songs. There's one addicting song, Catchy Phrase, Apatu, yeah. It gets very much stuck in your head. I think it's fun. Like it had like a very like unique kind of sound. It was not what I was expecting to hear from her, but I think it was very fun. What is just for her dancing? She's good at dancing. But like I think for me, like I feel like like Rose, like really, like she likes music. You know what I mean? Like I have no doubt that like Lisa likes dancing. Like obviously she loves dancing. But I'm also like I feel like they should give her more. Like I feel like they should make her comebacks or like they should make her like songs more dance focused because like in her recent songs like I feel like they're not really showing her full capabilities of dancing. You know what I mean? Like I would just say like don't worry about the rest of it. She's not really gonna be like a really good live performer like vocally anyway. I think they should just focus on her dancing, and they don't really even give her like or like I don't know if it's like her choosing this, but like they should give her more like intense or like showing off dances, just to show off her skills. I think that would be more compelling for me. Because a lot of the time, like she's like her choreography for her dances are like just like her like sometimes she's just like walking around, and I'm like that would make sense if you were singing, but like she's not really a singer, so like just give her like just let her dance. I feel like they should just focus on that. Rose's definitely the singer of the group. Yeah, I think she's the one who just like really like I think a lot of K-pop idols don't really love music, like because I feel like music is like one small part of K-pop, right? Like I think there's like a lot of K-pop like they don't have to be obviously like a lot of K-pop idols are like not super passionate about music. They don't care about like making music or like they probably like the songs that are given to them or whatever. But like for me, Rose, like she seems like she like genuinely wants to make music, and I think that's valuable. Watched a whole documentary on the controversy with the whole Burning Man. Burning Man? You mean Burning Sun? Burning Man is that like like what is it, like a music festival? You can tell she's always been really into music. Yeah, exactly. I think she's the kind of person who practices music, and like I think a lot of K-pop idols like they don't really care about like the art of the music, right? They're not like gonna practice singing in their own time or like make music in their own time, but Rose seems to do that, so which is quite rare in K-pop. Is it Burning Man or I think it's a Burning Sun. You mean the one with like where people were getting like arrested and stuff, right? With Big Bang. K-pop is just the music of the 90s and 2000s back in the day, just modernized. I feel like a lot of K-pop music has like 2010s vibes. I think a lot, but sometimes like that just happens because like songs get like passed around, and like they might have written this song back in like 2010, and like it just gets passed around until someone finally picks it up. Sometimes you listen to a song and you're like, this sounds like really like out of date. Just really glad Rose is getting the recognition now. I mean, of course. She's part of one of the biggest groups in the world. Yeah, I think she's making an effort to just like branch out from like her existing stuff. I was like trying to imagine like what a scandal would be with like K-pop and Burning Man. I was like, I'm pretty sure isn't like yeah, it's like a hippie festival where like isn't it like with like a bunch of like older people? Like it's in like I was so confused. I don't know much about him. That would be interesting. What would it even be? I can't even. Do they have K-pop idols at Burning Man? Like, do they have K-pop performances? It'd be surprising to see one of those people. Yeah, for me, I just imagine like like older people who are like hippies. They're going to that. I feel like that is not the crossover you would expect. Imagine like New Jeans, like that'd be very interesting. because like it's something I don't know much about. So I feel like I haven't been to a concert in a very long time. Speaking of like concerts, so like we don't have like music festivals here really. Like we don't have like big music festivals. Like we used to have one. I think it's called Pemberton. I could be wrong. But they shut down like years ago. So we haven't really had like a music festival. The Taylor Swift concert is still going on in Toronto. Oh right, right. She's coming here at the beginning of December, I think. So probably like right after. Maybe she's stopping somewhere else on the way. I don't know. I'm not gonna be here though. I'm like, I think I'm leaving like when she arrives. What if I see her at the airport? You know? No, she probably takes a private jet. But yeah, everything is sense. You don't lose your lazy butt over there. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. I'm not like a particularly big Taylor Swift fan. I don't have any negative feelings towards her. I just like don't listen to her music. I have been to a Taylor Swift concert like way back in the day though. I went to Taylor Swift on like her Red tour. But that was because you guys know I had like an Ed Sheeran phase and he was like opening for her at that time. So I went to see them both. But it was a great concert. Taylor Swift was fun. But I didn't like Taylor Swift now is on like a different level. Like I'm not really sure like what happened. I'm not a fan either, just not interested. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like it's not like out of any like negative thing, but like it's just like I'm not a fan of most artists, you know? Like I just you can't be a fan of all of them. You got to pick and choose. So but yeah, I'd like to go to a concert again at some point. I just have not. There hasn't really been like someone that I would really want to see. And I'm at that point where I'm like, wow, every concert is so expensive these days. And these days, I've just been going to a lot of like live theater shows and stuff like that. I feel like I'd rather see that these days. But which is just as expensive. Don't get me wrong; they're really really expensive. But like, there's so many shows I want to see, and I haven't really thought about concerts. But we will see. We'll see. I'm sure there's no one like in my mind that I'm like if they come here, like I would really really want to see them. You know, like even like I have no idea. Cause like I feel like these days I just kind of listen to like all sorts of things. I don't really listen to like any particular artist. You know that I'm like wow I really really like this particular artist. Um, it would just depend. I don't know. I guess I would see like Ariana Grande. But it depends how expensive it is as well. Traveling from home to work and vice versa. It's tiring and you drive. By the time I leave, it's already dark. Oh, that's the worst. Like this time of the year is the worst for that because like you leave for like when I used to like I didn't I work from home now, but like when I would commute when I had like my internships and stuff, I would like you would leave for work in the dark and then you would come home in the dark and I'm like I've never seen the sun like and I know you guys are gonna joke that like I don't see the sun these days, but like it like it just feels bad. Like I don't know. Cause like here, if I wanted to, I could go out and see the sun. And I have a window here, you know, like a lot of offices, like it's kind of it's not there's not a lot of natural lighting in many offices. But like I think I have like floor to ceiling windows, so it's nice. And I wear sunscreen indoors. If it's a short drive like your old place, you don't get tired as much because they're so much closer. Yeah, a long commute really like sucks the life out of you. I feel that. That's why it was like, for me, I was like working from home. For me, I was like working from home. It's like it's been such a life changer for my like quality of life. You know, sunscreen indoors. Yeah, because I was thinking about it and like I literally work next to like you could see these windows, right? They're floor to ceiling windows. And in the morning the sun is shining like directly on me and I'm like, surely you should just wear sunscreen at that time, you know? And also like you should wear sunscreen when you're like driving too, because like a lot of times when you don't think about the sun you encounter when you're driving, but a lot of times the sun is like shining directly on you when you're driving. And then also like some people are like a bit intense about their sunscreen usage. I'm like, bro, like go live your life, you know, like don't worry about like one extra wrinkle on your face to get the sunscreen. But what was I trying to say? Oh, the people are saying like the sun from like when you're in a plane is like very intense because you're like higher up, right? And I was like, bro, like I don't think any like how much is the sun really shining on you when you're in an airplane, you know? Like unless you have like a window seat. And I'm not a window seat person, I'm more of like an aisle seat person. I think I haven't gone into that point where I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna not, you know, like I'm gonna like you know have to like keep applying sunscreen on the plane. And if someone's like shining, like if someone has their window open and the inside of the cabin is dark, I'm gonna be annoyed. Like it's not because of the sun. I'm like, stop shining it in my face. Working from home, you wish I had that too. Too bad it's sort of not becoming a thing. I mean, yeah, it depends on your industry. Obviously, some jobs cannot be worked from home. You drive early morning when it's still somewhat dark and come home when it's starting to go to advanced dark. I know, because it gets dark at like 4 p.m., right? It's like unavoidable at this time of year because it's just like it just gets dark so early. I hate the reduced daylight. I think like I've been struggling to get up in the morning just because it's like it's so dark when I get up because I get up quite early, and I think the sun doesn't rise till I don't know. Like I have no idea. What time does the sun rise these days? Today it rose 7:30. So like I wake up at like 6:30, and it's like it's like it's way too dark. So I'm like maybe like I know I've been living here for like 26 years, and has been an issue. This is like a normal thing like every year. But this year I'm like maybe I should get one of those lights. You know those lights that like replicate the sunlight and it like helps you wake up. I'm like, does that actually work? Should I get that? But I'm like at this point it's like I've been here for so long and I've been fine without it, you know? I've been like used to no sunlight, but I don't know. Maybe it does help. Need to deal with stupid drivers. Oh, I don't know what it is, but like recently I've been just encountering so many more stupid drivers. Like maybe it's just like more visibility. Like I'm just on the road more, but like I'm like there's so many like really insane, terrible drivers out there. It gets dark at like 3:30. It does. I feel like it's like completely pitch black at like 4:30. Because the time change your sleep pattern got messed up. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was like jet lagged as well, so I think my sleep was very negatively affected by that. But I think as I get older too, like time changes like that or like jet lag like that, it just hits me harder. Cause I used to like really not care about it, but now I'm like, wow, it kind of did mess me up. It's so bright. I literally cannot see my monitors. That's the one downside. Like I like having my desk next to the window, but like that's the annoying thing. Like half the time I cannot see my monitors because it's like it's like way too bright. I can't see anything. I'm like playing a game and I'm like it's like kind of dark in the game and I'm like I literally can't. It's like pitch black. Like I'm supposed to be able to see. It's pitch black. I cannot see anything. That is one downside. I'm not a DJ and playing games late at night, you know. I'm playing games when the sun is still out, you know? And it's shining on my monitor. I can't see anything. It's what have I been I was trying to someone recommended me I was playing a game called Rakuen. Someone recommended to me like a long time ago and I bought the game like years ago. And I only started playing it now, so it's been. I just got started though, so I can't say anything about it. But it seems cute. You up today, assuming it's 8. You see, it's 7. Oh no, I'm sorry. I have that problem too. I can't sleep in on weekends. I've just given up. I'm just gonna wake up early on weekends. Welcome in, Potato. Hope you're doing well today. We're just complaining about the lack of daylight. You slept until 12? Okay, you clearly do not have that problem. Pichu Games playing games sounds fake. It is, it's real. I played this game, and then I played, Planet Coaster. But, like, these days, I just feel like I was, like, playing it, and I'm like, I'd rather watch a movie. Like, I feel like so maybe the major games, not playing games, is still it's still accurate. Because, like, there hasn't been many games that have caught my attention and made me, like, want to play, you know? Like, I'm like, right now, maybe Don't Starve. Um, I always come in and out of Don't Starve, you know? Like, I stop playing it for a while, and then I get back into it, I'm really into it, and then I stop playing it for a while, you know? But Don't Starve is, like, very addicting. I'm a huge fan of Don't Starve. Or, like, Stardew Valley as well, like, it's like when you're in it, you're in it. But then after a while, you're like you can't do anymore. Genshin got an update recently. That's true. That's true. Already finished the Archon. The interlude quest was so short. Already finished it. You suck at Don't Starve, but you grind Stardew. Don't Starve is so hard. I'm like watching all these guides. I'm like, cannot make it through summer. Like you play like Don't Starve, like autumn. You start in autumn, and it's like there's like no threat, right? Like the only threat is like starving, and Don't Starve. Or like you know like the nighttime or whatever, and then you have to prepare for winter, and you're like, there's so much going on in winter because like um you to like you know you can't freeze like you it's like cold all the time so like you will take like cold damage if you don't like prepare properly and then also like that's when the first like boss spawns who will like wreck your base like if you're not prepared it will wreck your base um but then and then you're like oh we finally made it through and then spring is kind of chill. Spring is like a good season, a non-dangerous season, and it just like rains a lot. And sometimes it will like there's a lot of like everything in Don't Starve like wants to kill you, you know? Um so like there's always like a threat of like Don't Starve is like you're gonna be dying, like you're gonna have to die and you're gonna have to restart your world like constantly. And then summer is so hard. Like summer is impossible. Everything just spontaneously catches fire in the summer. And so like you're like have like there's so many things that can destroy your base. Um you only played Genshin for the story. I'm a big fan of the Archon quest as well. So I'm like I feel like it was kind of like it was just like a down patch this time, so like they're preparing like the actual like finale of the Archon quest for next patch, but it feels bad they had to wait for that because usually they wrap it up in 3 patches. I don't know if they just like decided they wanted more time this time, which I guess fair enough. Like, but I wasn't following like the Genshin news. I didn't know that was supposed to be like an interlude quest. You die in winter. You gotta prepare. You gotta prepare. But winter's tough as well. Cause like you think you survive winter on the last day, the boss spawns and then it destroys your entire base, and you're like, great, like what am I surviving for? When you said you take cold damage, I thought you meant IRL. I mean IRL too. IRL too. You gotta prepare for winter. You literally went back to play Yakuza 0 to complete the cabaret club and real estate stuff in it. And then Kiwami won. What? I'm guessing that's a game as well. I'm glad you had fun. I don't know. These days, I just feel like I don't like if I like if I'm like oh like I have some time. For me, I feel like there's two like ways to like think about gaming, right? I think some people are like what am I trying to say? Like I feel like some people are like, "Oh, I have free time. Let me just game." Right? And it's like, "Okay, I'm just going to game." Like whatever game that may be, however, like whatever you play. And then for me, I feel like for me it's like I will game if there is a game that I want to play, you know? Um if they're like if it's like, oh, a new game came out that I want to play, then I'll in my free time I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna make time to game, right? But I feel like some people, I'm not the kind of person where it's like, oh, I have free time, I'm just gonna game. Like for me, it's like just game is not like a state, you know? Like for me, it's like, oh, like there's a specific game I want to play, so I'm going to make time for this game. So I think it's just a different way of going about it, you know? But I feel like for people, especially for people who have like multiplayer games or like infinite grind games that they can play, then a lot of times it's like, oh, I have free time, I'm just gonna game. You took some cold damage IRL today. Oh no! Don't starve stream when? Oh, it's I think it's too in depth to stream. I like go full degen, you know. You're not looking forward to taking cold damage? Yeah, me neither. You waiting on hoping snow doesn't hit? They'll change my tires. The tires that could help with winter. You are cutting it very close. Don't you live in? Didn't you say you live in Toronto? Maybe you should get on that. Kiwami one is Yakuza one. Oh, okay. Which is a weird gamer. She only plays games she wants, whereas we play games we don't want just because. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like some people will play games that like not games they don't want to play, but like it's like, oh, like I need something to play, so I'm just gonna play this, you know? But for me it's like I like I'm not gonna do that. Like for me it's just like I'm only gonna play a game if there's something I specifically want to play. So I think it's just a different like lifestyle. I don't know. Yeah, because it's so sick. You want to replay them all. I saw that they were all on Game Pass. Me too, robbing off of the Don't Starve in League streams. I am. There's a lot of streams I'm robbing you guys of. Dealership was booked throughout the month of November, only had weekend availability in December. Oh god, that's crazy. Well, hopefully it doesn't snow. I'm praying for you. You called way back in October. Oh, I didn't know it fills up that fast. I never get snow tires, so I didn't know. But if I ever get snow tires, I'll keep that in mind. I might have to start getting snow tires, though. Like, Vancouver is getting snowier and snowier every year. Because, like, even last year, I just don't drive when it's snowing. I don't drive in the snow with my normal tires. I'm not saying that. I just don't drive when it's snowing, and it doesn't snow enough here that it's like a problem. That's how all Genshin players are. They only play Genshin. It sucks you in. I mean, that's not even true though. That's what the reason I like Genshin is that like it has that like mobile game thing where like it kind of restricts how much you can play a day. Cause like you have like your resin, right? And like once you spend your resin, there's like not much else to do. So once you and it like refreshes like based on time. Like you can't really play till like the next day. Unless you like going wee in the snow. I literally just don't drive in the snow. I live in Vancouver. It doesn't snow enough that like I need to drive in the snow. Imagine having public transportation as an option. I do, yeah. The worst case I could. And welcome in Sushi. Hope you're doing well today. I think you guys don't understand like Vancouver weather, you know? It just like when it snows here, like okay, the first snowfall of the year here, you do not want to be driving, okay? Like the first snowfall of the year here, entire city gridlock. Like I'm like, guys, it snows like not infrequently. Like it snows like many years. Like not every year it snows. But like a lot of times it does snow. Why are we incompetent? Like so like people who had like 20-minute commutes took like 10 hours to get home because it like was not moving. I was like, bro, like I understand like we don't have like a very good infrastructure here. Like we don't have enough snow plows, and we don't have enough like people salting the roads. Like, but then like they just don't bother investing in it because like it doesn't snow enough that it's like a problem. It's like, come on. The resin is what keeps you coming back. Exactly. That's what they give you like FOMO because like it like caps, and so like if you don't log in, it's like you don't get more. Public transportation, they get winter tires. Yeah, the buses have winter tires for sure. That would be bad if they did not. Are Are you saying you just walk? No, I just don't go anywhere. What do you mean? If it snows, I just don't go places. Driving in the snow sucks on the east side of Canada. It's bad, like really bad. I mean, yeah, exactly. Because like you, like even if you are safe and you have winter tires and you're good at driving in the snow, so many people around you are not. So it's like that's the risk of it as well. Because like even if you were fine and even if like you were perfectly safe, like other people are not. You've seen Vancouver snow. It's about the same in Toronto. Really? I thought it snowed a lot more in Toronto. Could you guys get like way colder weather than we do? Cause like here it maybe snows like last year was a bit different, but on a normal winter, it may be like it's like maybe we get like this much pile on the ground. Everyone's like, oh my god, snow, like snow day, no way. But most of the time it's fine. It happens here too. Traffic gets held up by 82 chance of driving without winter tires and end up staying off the road every year. Happens on Tuesday. Yeah, I guess it happens. I would have thought it gets like you'd have some sort of mandate, like you have to have winter tires. Because like here we have like mandates, like you have to wear winter tires on certain roads, especially roads that are like going to the road to Whistler, for example. You have to have winter tires. Technically, like they don't check every car going through, but like technically you have to. And I would have thought like other cities have this. I don't know. It's been monsooning lately and people are still driving top speed on the highway. Yes! Oh my god! We literally have had like really like crazy wind, we've had like really crazy weather here in the Pacific Northwest. Apparently they're calling it a cyclone bomb. I don't know what that means. But yeah, it's just very windy, very rainy. And like I was like driving on the highway and people are like, oh my god, I was driving to Pilates last week. It was pouring rain, like water running down the road kind of rain, and I was going down it's like a steep hill. Okay, it's like a windy steep hill where like it has a reduced speed limit because it's such a windy speed. It's like a windy road. Okay, and the person in front of me was like I was like I merged into that lane, like someone was kind of driving fast, so I let them go ahead, and then that person was tailgating the person in front of them. I was like, bro, it is so rainy. Like, you're tailgating the person in front of you. Like, what an idiot. You have to wear winter tires, but the donkeys think they won't get caught. I see, yeah. Do you have all-weather tires instead? Or do you, like, surely it snows a lot. I'll say it's about the same, just slightly less cold. If Toronto is -13, then Vancouver is probably -50. -15? What? Vancouver? You mean -5? That's colder. You know, -13 here, like, I have only experienced that like once in my life. Actually, before last winter it randomly got really cold here. It was like -15, like randomly. But before that, the coldest I ever got was like -5, -8, and it was like that was like the coldest I've ever experienced in my life. Cause usually it's like, usually it wouldn't go much below like it doesn't go too far below 0. Like it's like maybe like -5 would be like extremely cold here. But yeah, definitely not -15 is normal. Or -13. Cyclone bomb sounds like a Street Fighter finishing move. Oh my god. Or it sounds like a Quake weapon. Cyclone bomb. Yeah. I think they're just making up weather patterns. When I need new tires, I'll probably get all weather, which is kind of the middle of all season and winter. They're technically winter rated, but not as much as a winter tire. Yeah, I'll get them confused. Like all season? All weather? I don't know. Major drives? I do. We were just talking about this. Welcome in, Skiptron. -57 is the coolest I've been in. Where was this? Was it in like the North Pole? Like apparently if it's legal, I heard you could put tiny spikes on the tire for better grip. Or yeah, I guess it's kind of similar to like chains or something. Do you guys not have regular weather? No, recently we just been having like a windstorm, like multiple windstorms. So I don't know what's going on here. Last November we had 2 weeks of -15 constantly. I was manifesting Hawaii the whole time, but it didn't work. Yeah, I have never the one day here where it was like more than -10. I didn't go outside. I was too scared. I had never. I'd experienced. I experienced -13, I think, in Seoul, in Korea, and I was like dying. I was like literally. I was wearing a jacket that goes to my ankles, and that tiny bit of ankle that was exposed, I was like, they're gonna freeze off. I'm gonna die. Like you guys don't understand. Like the weather is so mild here. Like I am not prepared. Like for me, like 0 degrees is too like 0 degrees. I'm wearing my massive down jacket. I don't know how I'd survive in minus. Like if it was normally -10 here, like I think I'll also move to Hawaii. You have to pay extra fees for spike tires here because they mess up the road. Yeah, fair enough. It was in Alaska. Okay, so basically North Pole. Because it was because of wind. Yeah, it's usually wind chill, yeah. The coolant in your buses was freezing. Oh my god. I can't even imagine. Can you even like stand outside in that weather? Like what do you do? Yeah, Toronto's like -10 regularly. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Vancouver and Toronto are close at all in weather, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Toronto's more mild than I think, but um, I feel like that's not true. You think you took cold damage in Korea? My ankles did, yeah. My ankles and my face. Is common to have chains in your boot though to put on the tires in case you get stuck in the ice or snow. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of chains. I don't know about the spikes. We just go to Calgary for the day. I have been to Calgary in the winter. Have I? Not. I've only been to the airport. No, that was in the summer. I was in the summer. So I didn't. I never experienced. I didn't leave the airport. So I don't think it's a. Oh yeah, I was there. I was there during the stampede. That's what I remember. Because I was like, and why is everyone in cowboy hats? I was like, is this just what Calgary is like? And then I realized it was a stampede, like the weekend of the stampede. So I was like, oh okay, that's why. You seen some winters in Japan? The snow there's probably tolerable. Yeah, I know it gets quite snowy in the north, but my mom is from the south, and for them it's like 10 degrees. It's like freezing. They're like, oh my god, that's so cold. Like, there's a North Pole, Alaska. Yeah, it's there. I've been to Alaska actually. There's like 110 kilometers per hour wind. What? The most I experienced, I was in Japan recently and I went on a mountain and it was 45 kilometers per hour and I feel like I couldn't stand. I don't know, like 110, I feel like I wouldn't be able to walk. Like I just get knocked over. At the schools, they write back to kids for Santa Claus, of course. You can do like community service at Santa Claus's factory. You have chains on your Crocs? Oh my gosh. You gotta get the studded Crocs for the ice. -10, but then add in the additional coldy wind temp to add a more cold to the cold. Yeah, I feel like whenever it's like like -20, it's like wind chill, you know? Yeah, that's my problem. Like I've lived in Vancouver my whole life. I've never experienced a true Canadian winter, and I don't know if I would survive. You know? Like I've never been to anywhere else in Canada, like outside of like a summer month. Go visit Istat in the winter. I'm okay. If I visit Istat, it's gonna be in the summer. Like, cause Istat has posted on Discord that it was like he's like it's snowing. It's like April. So I'm gonna be there in like August. Okay. It was horrible. Bus windows got broken. You had to jumpstart a bus just because it was cold. Like the windows broke because it was cold. Oh, because of the wind. That's crazy. Yukon gets cold. Yeah, yeah. I've never been up north. Oh, I mean, I have been to Alaska once, but that was in the summer, I think. Winnipeg IRL stream. Oh no. I don't think I have any Winnipeg plans. Surely August is still winter in Calgary. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure if I go in August, it's safe, you know? Me to streams today, goes outside when the snow and cold shows up, preserved in an ice cube. Oh no, that would be me. I mean, it's what is it? It's like between 5 and 10 degrees in Vancouver recently, and it's cold. I'm like, it was 4 degrees I think last week when I went to Pilates, and I was in my I have multiple layers of jackets. Okay, I have a fleece jacket, and that's for me. That's like anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees. That's my fleece jacket, okay? And then my short winter jacket, my short down jacket, that's for between 0 and 10 degrees. Maybe like 2 and 10 degrees, okay? And then anything below like 2 or like 0 degrees, I'm wearing my like long down jacket, okay? And then if it's like below -5, if it's below -5, my jacket has like an extending section. You can like zip on an extra section, and it goes down to your ankles. Okay, that's my threshold. -22 in Whitehorse, you called? Oh god. I don't need to see the northern lights. I'm okay. I'm just gonna I'm sure we could see them sometimes here, so it's okay. I'm not gonna freeze to death to see some pretty lights. Let's wait for the eclipse stream. Oh no. Climate change. Yeah, surely it gets warmer and warmer in Calgary. I don't have a strong desire to visit Calgary. I think maybe going to the Stampede would be fun. But I do want to go to Banff, which is like also in Alberta. But Banff is expensive these days. But it's beautiful because like the Rocky Mountains. Major 100% dies in the day after tomorrow if I live in a cold climate, perhaps. But I think I would survive cold more than I would survive hot. But like maybe not like Alaska cold, maybe like Montreal cold. You know? I feel like I would prefer that. I would prefer like Montreal cold than I would like prefer like Texas hot, you know? I was like, what happened to her? Does anyone know what happened? Discovered some preserved in the ice cube. How about we do a stream where you just watch me melt? I just assume she's on vacation. Of course, of course. Good northern lights in the Yukon. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do go to see the northern lights. But I've never done the trip myself. I really haven't traveled much in Canada. Because it's like it's very expensive to travel within Canada, and it's like Canada's very big, you know, like just going to like Toronto is very far. You can't stay at the Banff Hotel? No, I can. It was just my high school that couldn't stay at the Banff hotels. I heard Northern Lights be all over. Now they're just called the Lights. I mean, we're still kind of in the north. Don't they call Canada like the Great White North? But I guess you could see them from Seattle, maybe. So that to happen, someone has to wheel her inside to somewhere hot to melt. Yes, I'm sure someone could set up the stream for me. Gas is expensive. I mean, I'm not driving. I'm not gonna drive. Oh my gosh. It's too far for me. For me, like driving like 1 hour is like far. I'm like, wow. Driving to the airport, man, it's so far. Driving to Langley, wow, so far. But I would never survive. I'm just flying. Okay, I don't have time for this. We're going in 3 weeks somewhere cold. Not really. I'm going to the UK. It's about the same as Vancouver, I would say, climate wise. It's like maybe a little below 0, but not much. People in like Florida, really? People in Florida saw it? That's crazy. Do you guys prefer like extreme cold or extreme hot? Like if you had to choose one, because like I feel like cold is better, because you can just bundle up and warm up, right? Because like for me, it's like if it's too hot, like what are you gonna do? Like yeah, hot suck. I mean, they both kind of suck to be fair. Like if you had to, if it was like -20 versus like 40 degrees Celsius, like what would you do? Like um, just do a birds do migrate somewhere warm. Maybe I'll move to Toronto when I'm rich enough to have like a summer home. And my summer home will be in Vancouver. And welcome in, Cinnamon. Hope you're doing well today. Being threatened by Pikachu. Black and tears in the hot sun. Oh my gosh, yes, yes. When you sit down, it's like burning. Oh, that's the worst. Like when it got quite hot here in Vancouver, I would like touch the like I would like try like touch the inside like the part on my car near the window, and it would like be like burning my hands. You can layer up, but you can't take off your skin. Exactly, exactly. When I was in Europe, it was so hot, and I'm like, I've never been so sweaty in my life. I was like, it was too hot. I got a great time, but it was way too hot, and that was like 40 degrees. It couldn't have been worse. I was like, you literally can't do anything if it's that hot, you know? Like you can't, you really. I mean, I guess you can't really do much when it's that cold either, but I don't know. That's even worse idea to move to Toronto. I was expecting you to say something like Sri Lanka or something along those lines, or somewhere is warm. That's too warm. That's too warm. Um, or you sit on the metal seatbelt. You did that in the desert of Nevada. Oh god, yeah, it would actually burn. We've had like, thanks to global warming, we've had some like heat waves and stuff. Not last winter, but like a few winter, summer. Um, and like when it reached the point where I would touch like this, like in my bedroom, and this is like hot. I was like, I touched my desk. My desk is hot. I was like, I can't live like this. Like, what is this? I can't live like this. I heard sweaty gamers, but sweaty just chatters on a whole another level of sweat. It is, it is. And I'm not generally a sweaty person. Like, I'm not someone who sweats very much. Um, so like being that sweaty where it's like dripping, like it was like sweat was just like dripping down my back. And like I've like for me it's like I'd have to be like like I'd have to be like doing like very like physical exercise for a while for me to be that sweaty. So I was like, I cannot deal with this. 50 is hot. I could not even imagine 50 because I was in 40 in Greece, and it was like really could not do much. Like it was way too hot. Why were you driving to the FBI offices in Langley? Actually, I haven't been to Langley in a very long time. But like, if you asked me to drive to Langley, I'd be like, man, that's far. Like, why are we going to Langley? Don't move to Australia when the other summer. Have fun with melting 45 degrees. Yeah, I'm not going to live in Australia. Just because there's too many dangers to my health. How hot was it? I think it hit 40. Oh, what did it hit in Vancouver? We had some heat waves where it was like 36, 38. I think we hit 42 at some point, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that's like unheard of for Vancouver. Like Vancouver, like if it hits 30, that's hot. You know, like here it's like in the summer, if it hits 30, that's hot. But recently it's been like getting hotter and hotter every summer. So I guess we just have global warming to thank for that. Because it's just been getting hotter and hotter every winter, hotter every summer. And in the winter, it's been getting like kind of a lot colder. And I feel like we've been getting more snow, which is strange. I don't know if that's related to climate change or if it's just like a fluke, but I feel like the weather's just been weird. I don't know. Every year it just gets weirder and weirder. But like I'd always count on Vancouver to be like, you know, above 0 degrees and like below 30 degrees, but I really cannot count on that anymore. And I think like if I move again, I kind of want AC. Good vacation to Washington State. Got to like 44 in Lake Chelan. Really? In Washington State? That's crazy. I would not expect it to get that hot there. That's not that far south from Vancouver. Really? It's just like specific areas of Washington State? It's desert. Okay, okay. I did not know Washington had that. I just assumed that it was all like I thought it was just like all like Pacific Northwest raininess. You go east and it's dry. Oh, okay, okay. I did not know that. I'm not very well traveled in America. Not that I would like go to like random places, but yeah. I just assumed it was all like that. Over the Cascades. I see, I see. That is really hot. Okay, okay. I'm just going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I hope you guys enjoy the Mallow Mart in the meantime. I hope you missed Mallow Mart. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, okay, I'm back. I'm sorry to ruin Zirconian's dreams of me never coming back. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it while it lasted. Oh yeah, speaking of safe driving, update. I'm finally gonna get new windshield wipers today. That's my plan. Because I was gonna get them last week because it was pouring rain, but then I felt bad. I wanted the person to like put them on my car, and I kind of felt bad making them go out in like a torrential downpour to like put it on my car. I was like, I can't ask them to do that. So today it's not raining right now, so hopefully they will do it for me. Need to get some too. I've never changed mine. Cause I didn't. No one. I never knew. I didn't know till like a couple weeks ago. And then Estat was like, "Oh yeah, you don't need to change them." And then he googled it, and it was like, "You should change them every 6 months." You get my wish when you head off on vacation again. That's true. You can just listen to the Mallow Mart 10-hour loop, and you could be happy. And welcome in, Haunter. Hope you're doing well today. Windshield wipers and winter tires. I'm not getting winter tires. I'm just getting windshield wipers. Because rain is a big, much larger hazard here than snow. And also, I'm gonna be gone for a while. Like, anyway, so hopefully I just avoid the snow altogether. My mom has winter tires, or she has all leather or all season tires. They're like mud and snow rated. Cleaning them once in a while helps them last longer. Yes, I was cleaning them, but it still wasn't really helping. So I think I do clean them when I realize like they're kind of being streaky. But I think it's kind of reached the point where they're too old because they're like, I think they're like 3.5 years old now, and you're supposed to change them every 6 months. I don't know if like my normal service has been changing them for me. I don't think so. So I should probably just Should probably just change. I think they've reached their end of the lifespan. I think it's okay to get new ones. um, you're rocking your all-season tires and 2+ year windshield wipers. Yeah, maybe we should not get car advice from a stat. Or someone who doesn't want major around. You seem to hear what she is. Exactly, exactly. He's um, Draconian speaks unkindly to me, but his actions speak louder than words. You know. So I need new ones now. I mean, I'm sure it's fine like a year. Like once you notice that they're being like streaky, then I think even after you clean them, they're still being streaky. Um, then I think you could just like you could just change them because I heard they're quite cheap. I've never bought them before, but I heard they're quite cheap. That Rain-X washer fluid is the bomb. It kind of waterproofs your windshield. It doesn't freeze. Oh yeah, I heard about this too as well. There's something you can put on the windshield to like make it easier to see in the rain. Cause like I have a lot of trouble seeing in the rain because I have astigmatism as well. So when it's like rainy and there's like it's dark, it's like very I can still see obviously, but like it's kind of like I wish I could see better. So yeah, hopefully the new windshield wipers help, and yeah, I'll have to consider the Rain-X as well, or the washer fluid. But yeah, isn't there like a coating you could put on your windshield? And then people are also saying you could put like a yellow sort of tint on your windshield to help with the incoming lights. I have no idea. Me with overdue maintenance and changing to winter tires, functional car. I'm always overdue maintenance too, but no one says anything. And apparently I did not void my warranty, even though I was supposed to get maintenance I have a Hyundai, and you're supposed to get service every 6 months, and they have like a really crazy long warranty. And I thought I voided it because like I didn't get service for like a year. And I was like, surely that's like voiding the warranty. But then I recently got a repair and they were like, oh, it's covered in the warranty. And I was like, great. It's a little expensive, but get out of Walmart. Get out of Walmart, really? Not an auto parts store? But at Walmart, they're not going to put it on for me. I think it's okay. It's not like I get them very often. I'd rather them just put it on for me. Yours have been streaky for like 1+ years? Get new ones, Ratsy, or just trying to clean them off, at least. So glad you wanted to deal with the changing tire stuff in the UK. Like the winter tires? I mean, yeah, I don't get winter tires. A lot of people here don't get winter tires either. As long as like you're not driving to like Whistler or something, it's probably fine. But maybe things will change. Like if it starts snowing like a lot here, then I will get winter tires. But then that's annoying. Like you have to like store them somewhere. Like where do you put your old tire? Like what is this? I guess you could just get like all weather tires. As long as they're mud and snow rated, it's probably fine. You do it on your boats. Oh, okay. Generally, it's free if you owned warranty and paid maintenance fee. No, they don't pay your maintenance. I know in America, Hyundai like pays for your maintenance, but here they do not. You gotta clean the windshield really good before you apply Rain-X. Okay. My car is always dirty. The rain cleans them. Right. I think you should just wipe them down and see if that helps. But if it's been like 1+ years, I don't know. I don't know. If your windshield wipers are really old, you may as well just get new ones. You're talking about the Rain-X washing fluid. You can get the Rain-X 2 there or put them in the garage. Or no, sorry, that's about the tires. Yeah, I mean, I've been living in Vancouver for so long. Like, surely I should just get some marine stuff. Canadian Tire time? Yeah, I guess you get them at Canadian Tire. I have no idea. No, not them. You paid that? I paid what? Yeah, it's they covered my warranty repair under warranty, so I was happy about that. I just bought a Japanese car. I wanted to. But they literally discontinued the cars I want. I wanted a Honda Fit. And then they said a new Honda Fit would be over $20,000. I was like, bro, the new car is $20,000 and I have a 6-year warranty. Like, what is this? I can't believe they discontinued it. I wanted a Honda Fit. Um, the outside of the windshield. Okay, okay. I will look at it in the auto store when I go. You paid for the maintenance fee, thereby free maintenance. You paid for the maintenance fee, free maintenance. I don't think that's how it works. I think if you pay for it, it's then not free. After watching Deadpool, it's gonna Honda Odyssey. True, true. I think my aunt and uncle, actually both sets of aunts and uncles in Japan, they have the same car, and I think it's a Honda minivan. I don't know if it's an Odyssey or if it's something else. Honda or Toyota are my top picks. Same. Everyone I talked to in my family was like, get a Japanese car, but it just wasn't possible because like I wanted a small car, like NA small car. And they just don't have them. They've been discontinuing all like the small like hatchback style cars. Like on the Honda Fit and the Toyota Yaris are discontinued. So, and used cars were very expensive at the time. Everyone but your one sibling and family has Hondas. Yeah, all my family has Hondas or Toyotas as well. Because we're all like biased because we're Japanese, but also it's kind of true, you know? Like I feel like my mom is biased for like all Japanese things, but for cars, it's really true. But to be fair, Japan has good like manufacturing quality for many things. Two of your family has a CRV. My mom has a CRV. You paid for it when you got your car. You got like a year worth of it freely. That's like two. I did negotiate free service for like I think it was 2 free services, but I'm way past that now. Japan has like exclusive Hondas and we don't get. I know because like NA right now it's like there's only like huge cars, you know, like SUVs, trucks. Even like smaller SUVs are like still pretty big. And Japan has like K cars and they're very small. Toyota has those hatchback Corollas that are really nice. I really didn't want a sedan though because I have a lot of trouble like seeing like the front of the car because I'm like quite short. You can't see the front of the car, so I didn't want a car with a long hood. Like I think having a short hood is like so helpful. Also have a bit of a trauma because speaking of my mom's CRV, I did scratch it. I did scratch the front of it because I couldn't see. So, you know, I don't want that incident again. You're buying a Japanese rifle here soon? I have not heard of Japanese gun manufacturing being high quality. Because, like, no one has guns in Japan. But fair enough, fair enough. Found a Yaris hatchback in the Toyota dealership used lot. I mean, yeah, they have them, But at the time, they were, like a used Honda Fit or Toyota Yaris with, like, the same price as a new car. Like, a new Hyundai. So I decided to just get a new car. I heard the wealthiest people drive Hondas and Toyotas too. They are expensive. They're like, I mean, they're not like super expensive, but like the used ones are quite expensive because they hold their value. If you ever want a car from Ontario, like a Yaris on Auto Trader, hit me up and I'll take the round trip to deliver. You're gonna drive 2 weeks. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna buy a car from Ontario. I'm okay. I have my car now. It's only 3 years old. I'm gonna drive it for probably another 10 years, so I think I'm good. Canada gets a lot of cars that the USA can't get. Really? It's so close though. You should go in a truck. Imagine me in a truck. Some of the cars that we don't have, Asian countries have them. What we have, they don't have. Yeah, exactly. The markets are just different. Because like in Japan, they have a lot of K cars. And like they have a lot like smaller cars. Like you could not like driving like a massive like Ford truck in Japan, you would not fit on some of the roads. Like the roads are so small in Japan. So you're like I felt very comfortable driving like a K car, you know? Because I was like, there's literally no space here. They're good. They're called Howa, hunting rifles. Oh, I had no idea. I would have thought like Japan does not make a lot of guns, you know? Because like it's obviously like gun culture is not really a thing in Japan. Maybe it is, I don't know. But it's probably not as big as America. You do like driving? You went to London to pick up your dad after you finished work at 1 a.m.? I don't like driving. I'm waiting for self-driving cars to be like good. um once self-driving cars are like solid, once they're good at driving, then um I'm I want that right away. So I can not drive anymore. Get your car with 222,000 kilometers used for less than 30,000, paying it financial way. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. Sorry, not 22, it's 22,000. Not 220,000. That'd be a lot of kilometers. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, whatever makes sense for you. For me, it just made more sense to buy for the type of car I wanted. It was the same price to get a new car, and the new car has a warranty. It's like a newer car. Um, it made sense, and I'm not planning to sell it again. So I'm planning to like literally drive into the ground. So it was okay. But if they were still selling new Hondas, new Honda Fit, I would have taken it. Vancouver has a lot of sick cars you can't get in the USA. Oh, interesting. And just importing laws of 15 years and 25 years in the US. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know much about cars. I'm sorry. I don't know much of these car models. I know like Toyota Corolla. I know Honda Civic. You know, I don't know too many cars. You guys are saying a lot of car makes, or car models that I don't know. So far, it's already run about 25,000 kilometers. Yeah, there's lots of great used cars out there. It's just like a few years ago, the market was crazy for used cars, and it's like even now it's still a little bit crazy because like it's getting a lot better because like for people who want new cars, there's like huge waiting lists and stuff like that. But I'm happy with my car, so it worked out. It worked out. Everyone should drive Civics. I don't know. I don't want a sedan, man. I have to. I can't see. I feel like I'm too low on the ground. I can't see. When I had my driving instructor, I took like a few lessons with my driving instructor before my test. And he got like a sedan and he made me sit on a pillow. I was like, I remember this very clearly. I was like, I literally could not see. I was like, and then so he had like a pillow ready for the people who could not see. I was like, oh, thank you. Make sure you get blinker fluid. That cannot be a real thing. I feel like you're lying to me. You love road trips? I'm not maybe like I've gotten more comfortable driving, especially after getting my car. I'm comfortable driving, don't get me wrong. I used to be very anxious driving and like scared to drive, but since I got my car, I'm comfortable driving, but if self-driving cars existed and they were perfectly safe, then I would 100% just let the car drive for me. Like I don't want to drive the car. I'd rather just sit there and be like, I like having a car, especially living in a pretty car-centric city. I think having a car is very nice especially after like taking public transit through my whole like school years and stuff like that. But do I like the actual act of driving? Not really. You grew up on road trips, and your favorite memories are from them? Yeah, I've never really done road trips. I mean, I did one recently with my family, like in Japan just recently, but we've never been a road trip family. Heard pandemic time was a bad time for car buying. Yeah, there was like some sort of like there was a lot of like supply shortages or something, so there was a lot of like the price for used cars was like such a scam. I was like, come on, like why are you charging this for a used car? Miju needs a pickup. Right, right. As well as tech buying. Maybe, maybe. I'm not a big tech buyer either, so I have no idea. What would I lie about blinker fluid? I feel like you're just trying to mess with me. I feel like you're doing it out of your own enjoyment. You have nothing against cars, but I love walking, functional, economic, public transportation. One of the few reasons I love going to Austria. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, I think a lot of people would love that if it existed, you know? But like North America doesn't really have that. Like North America is so car centric. We don't really have like a lot of like walkable neighborhoods or really good public transportation. So it's I feel like it's like an endless cycle of like I feel like it's an endless cycle of like, oh, like it's so car centric, so everyone buys cars and then becomes less car friendly, and then like it just ends up like I don't think we're ever gonna have a like a place like Europe or like even like Tokyo in terms of like not needing a car. Rental cars are super high too. Yeah, and I feel like COVID was like crazy times for that. But even like right after COVID. You bought your car during the pandemic? I mean, new cars were totally fine. But even after a while, like there's like huge waiting lists. Like my cousin and his fiance, they wanted a RAV4 and they waited like 18 months or something to get a RAV4. You love driving, your family and friends know they need to drive to message me. I mean, that's great. That's great. I mean, it's nice having someone who loves driving, especially if you don't really like driving. But now I'm pretty comfortable driving, except maybe when it's like really, really like like rainy. Like if it's really rainy, I'm like driving real slow on the highway. Especially because like I can't see super well. You're so frugal. I mean, like if it's something that brings you happiness, I think that's good. Because like for me, it's like getting a car is a purely economical decision. I don't get any enjoyment out of driving my car. You know, like I like my car and I like having a car, like having my own space and like being able to like put stuff in my car, I guess. But I don't like get any enjoyment out of a certain type of car. Your car was so expensive compared to now. I look at cars now for the same price I paid then, and they're so much better. Yeah, it was not a good time for used cars. Your small comment for the pillow on the seat story. Yeah, that guy's car was like you just could not see out of the I could not see out of the window. So I do prefer being like a little bit higher up, but I also don't want like a SUV. I think SUV is like too far for me. It's just too big. They need a better train system in the USA. I mean, absolutely, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, I think Vancouver is definitely expanding on the train system. Like we have like Vancouver's not bad. Like it by NA standards, Vancouver's not bad. Like we have the SkyTrain. We have, but it doesn't really go like it's like you have if you live on the SkyTrain line, it's good. But if you don't live on the SkyTrain line, it's like useless. And I say it's pretty friendly for driving, for walking, because you can't drive anywhere reasonably. Yeah, NYC is not bad. They actually have a train system. RAV4, a popular vehicle, and is still popular. Exactly, exactly. The waitlists are crazy. I had to sign something that wouldn't take my car down to the US and sell it, or else I'd be banned from buying Toyota. Oh, is it because of like the car shortages at the time and like you could make a huge profit by doing that? I don't know if I got that clause. But maybe it's because it was a Toyota. So they're like more valuable. Well, what would they even have like what would they even have for like recourse? Is that even like legal? Like how would they I guess they could figure it out if you did sell it, but and welcome in Lucas. Hope you're doing well today. Getting blacklisted by Tony. That's crazy. Question that story. Don't seats have like the whole chair seat adjustment stuff? Um yeah, but sometimes it's like I don't know how much his car was really old, so I don't know how much of adjustment it had. Um like some cars are just made for bigger people, I think. Like cuz like I test drove like a Nissan and like I was like this car is not like comfortable to sit in and drive. It just like everything was like too far away and it just did not feel right. I don't think I had to sign that, but then again I got it like 4 years later. Yeah, maybe Istat's dealership was just very upset about this. They took it very personally. It seems weird they can ban you from buying their vehicles. Like, what the heck? No, it seems weird that they can like once you own the vehicle that you can just sell it, or that they can ban you from selling it because it's like that's your vehicle, you know. But that's weird. And lock him in firecog. Everything is legal. You just have to pay an amount to make it legal. I don't think that's true. The car. I mean, you got it 4 years later when you didn't have to sign that, or you bought it. You bought it 4 years later. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't even like. I don't know. Like, I don't even like. I guess maybe for me it was like because the reselling a Hyundai is not as valuable as like a Toyota Honda. But I'm sure like not every dealership does that. You might get a Nissan next summer. What kind of Nissan? It's sad to sign it because he has a reputation. That's true. You know, Stats always going to America and selling cars. You know, just sell it and then have someone else go buy one for you. That's true. Oh, I heard that there's like these like services where they like negotiate the car for you. They like negotiate the price of the car, and you know how you can like basically negotiate the price down like pretty far if you're like, you know, like if you're strong about it, you know. And then they just take like a small cut of it. I feel like it's kind of worth. Like if they can save you more money than you would have paid, even after paying them, then I think they would end up getting you a better deal. I would be down. Every megacorp does a bunch of illegal stuff that makes them billions, and then they pay like $1 million fine, which is them. It's like another small cost to the business. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's another thing too. Like for like, speaking of driving, like car fines, like fines for like dangerous driving and stuff like that, is like way too small. Like for like, you're finding this guy driving a Lamborghini, like you if you find the guy driving like a supercar, like $200, like that's like nothing. Like what is that gonna do, you know? I heard that some countries in Europe they do like the fine is based on like a percentage of your income. So I'm like I feel like that makes more sense. Because like to someone driving such an expensive car, like that is nothing. Um People buying their cars and reselling it for scalping prices. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Scalping was crazy in that time. I mean, it still kind of is, but like, it's crazy. Um, Everything is legal. There's just a cost. I mean, maybe except for like a murder. I don't know if they can make a murder legal. Dangerous is the minimum 490 plus 6 points. But even if it was like $2,000 for like someone driving like a supercar, that's not much for them, you know? Like I feel like for them it's just like, oh, like if it's like if it's just such a small fine that like there it's really no that at that point it's like no consequence to them, you know? But yeah, it's kind of like a weird system. I feel like making it more income based would it make more sense. Cops have to hand out dangerous driving in car accidents. I mean, if there's like I think there should be like 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 a big consequence, you know. But I don't, it probably depends on where you are. Put another way, you could say murder is legal. Just instead of being able to pay cash, you pay with your life, aka prison time. I don't know. I think by going to jail, you are. It's by definition not legal. I think it's a stretch. You were trying to buy the console because there were some games on there before they finally hit PC that were exclusive. I mean, yeah, and it was also just like a shortage of them, you know. By the time I bought my PS5, it was not like super hard to buy. I ended up buying it. Actually, no, it was super hard to buy, but I ended up buying off like a friend, or not, my brother's friend. um, but I will always talk about this, but I do regret buying my PS5. I don't think it was worth, because like they're already moving on to, they're already like, oh, we're done with the PS5, we're gonna move on to the next one. And I'm like, what did I really get? Like, I didn't get anything, you know? I think he played a whole lot too. Money well spent. I know, I don't play it at all. What a waste. Are you selling it? No. PS5, your Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the Ragnarok machine? For real. I played Ragnarok, but I could have played Ragnarok on my PS4. There was no need. Now it's the opposite with the Sony and the PS5 Pro. PS5 Pro is $800. They're making them a scalping price because it took a massive hit. I don't know. I don't think anyone cares about the PS5 Pro seems so stupid. Like, surely, I'm sure like only the most dedicated fans are buying that because like it did not seem worth. Monster Hunter WoW, so I'm not a Monster Hunter player. But at the same time, it seems like if I'm like, oh, I need to buy a game to make it worth to buy a PlayStation, then I'm just sinking more money into it, you know? But Astrobot does seem nice. It does seem nice. You're into Genshin player at one point either? That's true, that's true. But yeah, I don't know. Cause like I feel like is Monster Hunter Wilds PlayStation exclusive? Cause that's the thing these days too. Like most games are not PlayStation exclusives. Like they're just like they're on PC as well. So I'm like, what is the point? Like if Elden Ring was PlayStation exclusive, I think that would have been worth. But like, I have it on PC, so like, what's the point? It's a PS4 Pro squared. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not a fan of like the Pro consoles. I just don't think it's worth it. That's so expensive. For what? Like a slight graphics improvement? Come on. I used to be a die-hard PlayStation fan when you were 6, okay? You bought a PS1, 2, 3, PSP, but then you stopped because you converted to the PC life. Yeah, fair enough. They're really expensive these days, but like I was a huge fan of the PS4. I had such a great time. I played so many amazing games on the PS4. Like there was like God of War, played Uncharted, played The Last of Us. Like there were so many great exclusive games on the PS4. But PS5 didn't really have much. It just felt like I bought the PS5 because I was like, oh, like I'm gonna play God of War Ragnarok, and then after that, I'm sure there'll be more great games to play. No, nothing. So it just felt bad. It's crossplay. Then like yeah, that's the thing, you know, like they're all available on PC now. And I'm like, I have a PC that can play these games. Come on. 800 for a console. My PS5 normal was 800 Canadian. It was so expensive. I was like, it was like my housewarming present to myself, basically. But I kind of regret it. I don't think it was worth it. I could have spent that money on so many other things. I would have been perfectly happy playing God of War Ragnarok on my PS4. It would have sounded like a jet engine, but like it would have been fine. Yeah, because you trade in your console, so discount applied to it, and then your TV has support for some of the tech in it. I mean, if you traded in, that's good. I didn't trade in my PS4. I didn't trade in my PS4 because I just assumed I wouldn't get much. And they got a PS4 for a week, so I could play Ratchet and Clank, and then returned it after being in the game. I mean, fair enough. That's valid. That's frugal. You could say the same thing with the Xbox. Xbox has exclusives, ports of Xbox does not have exclusive. It has like Halo, no? Like that's about it. No offense to Chicano, but like for me that's not enough of a reason. I feel like PlayStation was always known for having great exclusives. And a lot of them. But like just it just hasn't been the case recently. Gonna tell me looking at the PS5 collecting dust. Maybe he wants to play. Need a minimum of 8 gigabytes GPU. What? Since when does GPUs have gigabytes? I'm not aware of this. To run on medium, you have 6? What? Okay, Ricky did the research for me. Thank you. So I can't even run on a medium with my 2060. But I guess it's less expensive to just upgrade your graphics card. I'm not gonna upgrade my graphics card for. That's really. I'm surprised. I usually don't have any problem at all. Miju's PC is potato. My PC is not that old. It's a VRAM. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Xbox has exclusive and then those got ported to PC anyway, so both Sony and Xbox has no exclusive anymore. Yeah, I agree. Like for me, some games are worth like playing it like whatever, like sometimes it's like a year or two before it gets ported to PC. Like for me, like so for God of War example, that's worth it for me, but for just God of War, I feel like I could have just played on PS4. But if there was like one more, like if they made like a Last of Us 3, then like I feel like then it would be worth, you know? You don't need to though, you could just play Monster Hunter Wilds on PS5. Why is this like already decided for me that I'm gonna play Monster Hunter Wilds? I feel like I've been roped into this without my permission. Like Chikano and Ricky are conspiring against me. You're playing. Okay, apparently it's decided for me. I like how this is like we're like starting this conversation on the assumption that I'm already gonna play it. Miju's potato PC versus their brother's non-working PC. True. We're a bad PC family. How is my PC a potato PC? What is this? The VRAM is the GPU's memory. That makes sense. When's the Monster Hunter WoW stream? Oh no. Guys, I'm not an RPG gamer. RPGs are tough, man. I have to level up. Like, what is this? Okay, you guys can pitch Monster Hunter to me, okay? Like, what do you guys think I will like about Monster Hunter Wild? I don't know anything about this. Is it an MMO? Is it I'm guessing it's just an RPG, like Monster Hunter. But why is it so intense? Why is it leaving my PC in the dust? Is it Monster Hunter on Switch? The PS5 Pro actually has a bit more power than the original. I wanted the extra power. Okay. But I remember like people were clowning on it when there was like a side by side, and the side by side was so similar. I was like, what am I looking at? Potato BC doesn't make fries. I wish. For starters, you don't have a 1050 Ti GPU. That sounds worse than what I have. Genshin is a CRPG. It is a CRPG, you're right. It's also a gacha game. It's a Pokemon with dinosaurs. Okay. You'll like it because you have me and Ricky on your team and we are combat experts. True, I can be carried. For starters, Wild has the name Wild in it, which is cooler. I mean, it does have the same Wild as Breath of the Wild. And I do love Breath of the Wild, but I don't know if that's and I love Wild Rift, but I don't know if just the word wild is like enough, you know? In Outer Wild. I've never played Outer Wilds. They made one game for Switch and optimized for it, but the main games are for strong hardware, at least for the 5th generation and on. Okay. I see. So, is it really like Pokemon? Because you guys know, I don't love the RPG elements of Pokemon. Like, I'm really annoyed at leveling up my team in Pokemon. Is it grindy? Is there a good story? Is it grindy? Is a story like an anime story? I never played a Monster Hunter game, but Wilds looks so sick. Okay, I'll look into it. Do you like games with Wild in the name? I don't know if this is a convincing argument. It's made by Capsule Computers. And you know I love them. Like, they made it on Capsule Computers, or is that the name of like a company? When is Miju doing a Capcom. Wait, is Capcom short for Capsule Computers? What does that mean? What does that even mean? I did not know this. When is Miju doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke? I have done one. Did I finish it? I don't think I finished it. I think I died. It's not anime at all. It's only grindy if you're bad at it, which I don't think you would be. Thank you for the faith in me. That makes me want to play it more. Thank you, Ricky. That was the original name. That's so strange. Capsule Computers. I think Capcom has a better ring to it. It's like From Software. Ricky trying to trick Miju into playing it by complimenting her. It's kind of working. Ricky knows, like it kind of worked. You aren't bad at League either, and it's not anime. I am bad at League. But I'm good at Wild Rift. Actually, no, I'm like average at Wild Rift, but I'm determined in Wild Rift, you know? We need a game where we can get Sleeping Simulator. Like Pokemon Sleep. Ricky's good at buttering up Miju. Yeah, apparently. She's actually bad at League. Yeah, I don't think that's like too far. Like I can suspend my disbelief a bit with people complimenting me. But if you're going all the way to Miju is good at League, then like it breaks the illusion. I'm like, I can't, like, I have a big ego, but like I cannot in good faith say I'm good at League. Like I think every experience that I have in League goes against what I like, goes against my judgment. You guys don't expose me like that. The strategy kind of worked. I will look into Monster Hunter Wilds, okay? Pokemon Sleep, nah. I mean, it does involve sleeping. Trying to get a League stream here. Oh god, a League stream would be so terrible. I think I would do a Wilder stream before I do a League stream. Because like I'm actually like okay at Wild Rift. Like I'm like solidly average in Wild Rift. You seem good at pressing buttons in succession. You should play Street Fighter. I'm gonna play 2XKO with you when it comes out. What do you mean? You're gonna carry me in 2XKO. I think I realized recently that 2XKO, it's a stupid name, but it stands for double knockout. I think that's what they mean. Like 2 times KO, double knockout, because it's 2v2. Nobody gonna like 2XKO? No, we're gonna play it. What do you mean? Wilds comes out in February, so you got time to decide. Okay, fine. I'll think about it. Your brother loves Monster Hunter? Is that an argument for me to play Monster Hunter? Or is it just like a fact? Wild Rift controls mess with your mind to this day. Welcome in, Frogada. I think, personally, as a Wild Rift defender, the controls are intuitive. It makes sense. I was a little bit rusty though, because I was like, there's like a button to like attack and it like prioritizes champions, but then like there's like a minion button, and I'm a bit rusty. I'm kind of washed in Wild Rift, but I'm gonna get back into it, and I'm gonna hit Masters. As long as it doesn't hurt my wrist. I'm gonna hit Masters, and so I can be like, I can tell people, because like right now I tell people I'm a Diamond League player, and I don't specify that it's actually League of Legends Wild Rift. But you know, now I can be like, guys, I'm a Masters player, and then they'll see me play on PC League, and they'll be like, this person's like incompetent, like what? When the beta came out, the fighting game community has mixed feelings, to say the least. Yeah, I saw that. But we'll see. You just have to watch Arcane, Scano, and then you'll be excited. You'll be like, oh my god, Jinx is in 2XKO, Echo is in 2XKO. You know, like, it will be exciting. It's just you during the kava. Okay. That reminded me, you need to wish happy birthday to your friend whose username is close to 2xko. Happy birthday to your friend. Pokemon needs to bring second gen Pokemon to the Switch. You aware of the remake on 3DS, but you don't own that console. I think they're going for Gen. They're making Legends ZA. Legends ZA, something like that. For League Major, how many people can get a D- score? That's true. I'm truly 1 in a million. I can't even get over it. Like, someone was like, if you AFK at the start of the game, you get C-. How did I get D-? I was trying. I got 10 kills. How did I get D-? In what world? They're never precise with mouse and keyboard. You haven't seen me use a mouse and keyboard. You would, for some people, that's not true. I literally cannot like click on the right thing. Everyone wants you to watch Arcane. It's peak cinema. I think you would like it. I think you would like Arcane. I don't know if I would say it's peak cinema, but it's a very, very high quality show. Especially like in animation, it's a very, very good show. Inside Out 2 is peak cinema. Okay, Angel. XYZ Pokemon stuff. Yeah. I haven't gotten. I don't. You guys know my feelings about old Pokemon games, so we won't get into that. Pokemon Let's Go Johto. Okay, I would play Let's Go Johto. I would 100%. I don't know what Johto is, but I would play another Let's Go game. And please, they should remove those stupid gym restrictions. But I could enjoy the game regardless. Pokemon Legends, Amazon, A to Z. Okay. Kind of wish you still had Netflix because you want to catch up on Cobra Kai too. Maybe just get it for 1 month. Watch Arcane. Watch Cobra Kai. You know? How? Are you asking how I got a D-? I don't know. Apparently, like, even if you try, it's like really hard to get a D-. And I was trying to be good and I got a D-. I was first timing Jace. I was on ARAM, I was first timing Jace. For half the game, I did not use like the other part of, like, you know, he has like a switch, like you press R and it changes the kit. I only used like the blue one for like half of it. Cause like I was like, I learned how to use those abilities. So then I didn't want to switch because I was like, I don't know what the other ones do, you know? So then, but then like halfway through, I figured out how to switch, and I thought I was doing good. I was like, I got some kills. Like I was like, man, I was like using both the blue ones and the orange ones, but then like, and then I got hit with a D-. The new Arcane episodes are out. Yes, I'll watch it tomorrow. Tim is on the track. Oh yeah. Tim had a song for Cobra Kai. Johto's Gen 2. Okay. Silver, gold, and crystal. Okay. I don't have like a strong sense of like what each generation entails, but I'll get them all confused. But I like Let's Go. Binge everything in a month and you'll spend $15. It's frugal. League literally told me she's worse than someone who's AFK. Yeah. Like I was on Reddit after that and I was like looking about D-, and then there are people saying like, oh, like I don't think it's possible to get D-. They're like some people, and then there's some people responding like, oh no, there was a friend of mine. I swear, I heard about this guy. This guy I know, his friend got a D-. And they're talking about like it was some like urban legend. I was like, what do you mean? I got it easily. Yeah, were you with Crunchyroll? You mean your friend? Your friend got Crunchyroll and watched so many animes, right? You're on thin ice here, Angel. Your hate for Jace got you a mythical D-. That's true. I do hate Jace. I got a better score on Victor. I got like a D+ on Victor. So I don't know how I got that D-. Tried it once, didn't have patience, deleted your account afterwards. League is not new beginner friendly at all. Like their tutorial is garbage. I think you should play like Wild Rift, you know? Wild Rift actually has a tutorial. Because I feel like I wouldn't have been able to play League if people hadn't shown me how to play. You still have Crunchyroll. I've been meaning to binge Tower of God. It's a Korean anime. We should post on Reddit. I should post my score on Reddit. Do you think people would be impressed? I'm the pro player, achieved it. I'm the faker of being bad at League. Oh no. Miju's into the glorious evolution. I am. I think they're gonna. They haven't said anything, right? But I think they said that they're gonna do another VGU this year, but they can't say who it is. So I think it's Victor, and Victor's gonna get a VGU, and I'm gonna start playing Victor. I have 6,000 blue essence. I have enough to buy him. I might start playing Victor, but I cannot. I'm really bad at mid lane, so I don't know how that's gonna work out for me. But yeah, I had a fun time. Is Genshin talk? No, we're talking about League of Legends. And you're gonna get into it too because of 2xKO. Reddit? I'm a big Reddit person. I have to admit. I'm a big Redditor. You don't do that? No, we're gonna play 2xKO. I'm gonna be Echo. You can choose your own guy, but I think I'll be Echo. I like Echo. Oh, the Reddit folk? Yeah, there's some interesting people on there. But if you stay in the right subreddits, for me personally, I'm a personal finance subreddit enjoyer. I'm a personal finance subreddit enjoyer. I like Vancouver subreddit. I like Genshin. I like League. I've been watching I'm on the League subreddit, and I'm like deep in this, like, people are posting so much about T1 Zeus. And I'm like, I don't know anything. I was not invested in this at all, but I'm like reading these posts. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm the Arcane subreddit is great because I'm like, I love like discussing TV shows and stuff. For me, like one of my main things about Reddit is like watching a show or watching a movie and then looking on Reddit to see what people are saying about it, because I love that discussion. Like the controls for 2xKO and they look mad weird. Well, that means I shouldn't get into Street Fighter beforehand, so then I don't have like a weird unlearning like muscle memory, you know? Reddit is such a bad influence. Depends on the subreddit. There's some nice ones out there. I tend to frequent more like female subreddits, like more like female demographic subreddits. They're a bit better. But sometimes you stumble into a subreddit and you're like, the worst people are in there, you know? Is Faker really the GOAT if you can't get a D-? I think Faker would have trouble getting a D- if he tried. So, you know, that's what I got. I have something on Faker. Is there a bread subreddit? Oh, there's a huge baking subreddit. That's probably more female dominated. Stardew Valley subreddit too. Gonna be sick when all the League and Genshin players retire to play Wilds. What? How is this the overlap? Like Genshin, I could see that. League? That seems unrelated. There's a subreddit for everything. Yeah. There's some very niche subreddits out there, and it's like, what even is that? Female Reddit, she says. I mean, it's true. I would say like I'm trying to not read as much because I think it's full of fake stories and like rage bait. But like the Am I the A-hole subreddit is so female leaning. Like you can just tell by like the way the general consensus on the subreddit, it's very, very female leaning. Which is interesting. Which is in the car subreddit a lot. She seems to love to tinker with her car. That's me. Definitely in that subreddit. No, I'll tell you what I am. I'll tell you what I'm on. Obviously Arcane. I'm on a lot of like skincare and like makeup subreddits. Oh, computer science subreddits. Elden Ring. There's some good ones. There's some good ones. That's mainly the main. That's like the main ones though. Like some game related ones. The League one is like. I mean, there's lots of like really big discussions on the League subreddit. But there's probably also like weird people. I don't know. It's really interesting to see the difference between what the League subreddit says about Arcane, what the League subreddit says about Arcane, and the Arcane subreddit says about Arcane. Because the Arcane subreddit, I think, is more of like the overall Arcane fan base, which I think is a lot more diverse. And there's a lot more women in it, and like just like non-League players in it. And when you compare what they think about like the same topic to like the League subreddit, it's very interesting, for sure. 90% of your subs are centered around coding. You avoid gaming subs, so I think gaming subs can be fun, but you have to. It depends on the discussion. It depends, because I think sometimes people just post like silly stuff, or like cool stuff that happened in the game or whatever. But sometimes they get really. It depends on the game subreddit too. I think like when I played the Last of Us 2, oh, the Last of Us fans are the worst. Like TV show fans are totally fine, but like the Last of Us game fans are so awful. Like they're like terrifying actually. So stuff like that is like it really depends on the game. Cause like the Stardew Valley subreddit, totally chill. The people are very nice. So it just depends. But yeah, I like my CS career questions subreddit. They're kind of the CS career questions recently though has been very down. Like I feel like people have been kind of like having a hard time. Arcane didn't use League lore. We went over this, Ratsy. League doesn't even use League lore. They had like a huge they have like a big issue with their lore. And I think they're trying to fix it now, but they don't care that much. I think Arcane just takes precedence, you know? Because like it's like they actually put thought into it, and they actually have like writers on it now. I think the Arcane lore will take precedence. You're just there for game stuff and tech solution that I don't care for it or don't have an account for it. Yeah. I mean, like Reddit can be really good if you're like trying to like research something very specific or get people's thoughts on something very specific, especially for like, you know, like it's like, oh, do you have experience with a specific product or something? Can be really good for that. Yeah, or like people giving advice. Yeah, I think it could be really good for that. Or if you're like Googling some like specific issue you're having with your computer. Oh my god, like when you're like having a weird issue with your computer. Sometimes there's like I think we talked about this like last week, where like sometimes there's like one random comment somewhere that's like, oh, I did this and it helped, and then you try and you're like, oh my god, it worked. So it could be really good for that. The Office subreddit, like about the show The Office. Yeah. I like a good movie and show discussion. Still, I look up how to beat the water temple every time I play Ocarina of Time. I mean, yeah. I'm always like, for me, it's like Googling. I'm like, oh, like what is the best thing? What is the best way to do this and don't starve or something, you know? But I like getting people's advice on that. Or if I play like Elden Ring and I'm like, this boss sucked, and then I Google it and I'm like, or like I look it on Reddit and I get to see other people complaining about it, I'm like, it's cathartic. The random comment wasn't even upvoted a lot. You just stumbled across it. That's crazy. You should upvote it. I beat that game probably 10, 15 times and you still can't do it blind. Yeah, I mean, I've never played, but I think it's totally valid to look up puzzle solutions. Because sometimes they're just convoluted. I'm someone that looks something up after struggling for like I don't let myself struggle too long before I look it up. I'm glad they didn't use League lore because that generalizes the element of surprise to all audience. I mean, yeah, I agree. Oh, but also, I don't think there was enough there in existing League lore to make like a like Arcane is such a like Arcane is such a like a long story with like lots of character arcs, and League lore doesn't have that. You know, they have like one like biography. It's not like a full on story though. Like they have some short stories, but it's not like none of it is enough to fill out a whole TV show. But they just took those existing characters, and they changed. I think a lot of the changes they made were for the best. But I'm not very like I like League lore. I like learning about League lore and stuff like that. But I'm also like not like super attached to it, and I know like the League lore even contradicts itself. There's a lot of contradictions within League lore, and a lot of it is very out of date. And I know Riot doesn't even care to update it themselves, and they don't even have a lot of writers left to write League lore. I think they stopped writing. They stopped releasing the stories and stuff like that. So, and they like, I think they just laid off all the people that would write the stories. So I think, you know, I don't think there is. I think Arcane just takes precedent. It's just, you know, it has a lot more thought and care put into it, or like a lot more maintenance put into it. Because I'm sure the people who originally wrote the stories did it with thought and care, but you know, obviously it's kind of fallen to the wayside. You did well in Skyward Sword. That's true. That's true. But I was like, I had chat's help, and I also was asking, what's her name, Fi. I was asking her for help constantly, and she was useless. I would ask her constantly. I'd be like, Fi, can you give me a hint? And she does not give you a hint. And I was like, what is the point of you? I don't think I ended up Googling anything, because I feel like usually someone in chat knew. We should play Street Fighter. See what I did there, though? Hit you with a compliment and then a game suggestion. It kind of worked. I have to admit, it does work a little bit. I was a bit more inclined. I was like maybe like 30% more inclined to play Street Fighter after a genuine, maybe not a genuine compliment, but what I interpreted to be a genuine compliment. Miji Googled every Breath of the Wild puzzle. Oh, I looked up every Divine Beast. I actually looked up every Divine. The first time I played Breath of the Wild, I got stuck on every Divine Beast, like legitimately, because I'd never played a puzzle game. I was like, I literally got stuck on every Divine Beast. I didn't really understand. I didn't understand like how Zelda puzzles worked, but once I got to Tears of the Kingdom, I kind of think I understood a little bit more. I still got stuck sometimes, but it wasn't like it wasn't like as it wasn't nearly as bad. Like if you guys thought I was bad at puzzles in Tears of the Kingdom, that was me like 10 levels ahead of what I was before. You don't like this direction of Jinx and Vi? What don't you like about it? I guess it might be spoilers. maybe don't say if it's spoilers. I think the story is very compelling. You do really smart. You should play League. I already play League. I'm such a League player. What do you mean? I'm level 30. The stupid camel is annoying to this day. Yeah. I just thought it was. I just had a lot of trouble with every Divine Beast. You're gonna try and do it, but you can't. You don't have a compliment in me. It's okay. It's okay. At least you're being honest instead of trying to trick me into playing games that I never said I would play. Yeah, I'm excited for the Arcane finale. I will be discussing it in the Discord once I watch it. We'll see. I am slightly concerned about how many storylines are going on in Arcane, because like I'm like struggling to like keep track of them all. I'm like, wow, there's actually so many storylines. So I'm very curious how they're gonna have time to wrap it all up. But we'll see. I'm sure some people have already seen, but I will see tomorrow. You're the streaky, but also means you're just smart. I mean, I know that. But I also already play League. Do you mean stream League? Look, I might do a Wild Rift stream one day. A PC League stream? No way. One game of League is too long. Like, a PC League is so long. You sure you ever play Quake? Exactly. I don't think that works. That's not enough of a compliment. I gotta call Miss Lee set up League lore, but check it out later. Oh, and I basically just said like the League lore is very like there's a lot of League lore, yes, but it's not very well maintained. You know, like lore was never a priority for Riot Games, right? Like they never like it was always like the game comes first, right? So the lore was just like a side thing. Obviously the people writing it put a lot of effort into it and they did a great job and the stories are great. But like they didn't put enough like resources into it, right? Because it just wasn't a priority for them. So there's a lot of contradictions. A lot of stuff gets really out of date. They like retcon stuff, but then they don't update the old stories. So a lot of it's just very out of date. And I think, and then they just randomly said like, oh, Arcane is canon now, even though it wasn't canon in the first season. So then now like their Arcane lore contradicts the League lore. So like, but they haven't really done anything to like fix that. So I'm just assuming that they're just gonna put Arcane, like Arcane's just gonna be like if Arcane and League lore contradicts, I think Arcane will be the canon interpretation, because Arcane will be way more in depth and way more emotionally compelling than League lore could ever be. You should dive into ranked PC League. Well, I'm level 30, so I can play ranked. And I think I'm gonna play like, you know, you get like 5 placement games. I think I'm gonna play like those 5 placement games and see where I end up. So any bets? Any bets where I'm gonna end up? I have no idea. I don't play a lot of League these days, so I might have to practice a bit before I go into it, but we'll see. You're gonna go eat something now? Okay, enjoy your food, AJ. Thanks for hanging out. So League lore ended up being only a sketch for Arcane. I mean, I don't think that was the intention to begin with, but I mean, kind of. But I think there's a lot of League lore that Arcane will not even touch because there's so much, right? Better than Ludwig got. Where did Ludwig get placed? Maybe I can beat that because he's also a new player, right? I think I should compare myself to a new player. You're gonna lose every placement game? There's no way. There's no way. Like, surely by odds, by like just like pure luck, I would at least win one. Like, there's no way. Like iron, Ludwig got placed iron. I think I could hit bronze. I think if I really try, I can be bronze. You guys know I'm diamond in Wild Rift. I know things. My mechanics, not great. But do I maybe understand the game better than Ludwig? Probably. I don't know if that's a low bar, but you're gonna call me a smurf. No, I need to do it all by myself. I think I need to do it all by myself because I think if I play with someone else and I feel like that's not my true skill level, you know? If someone calls you cheater because you're cracked, is that a compliment or insult? I think it's a compliment. If you're cheating and you're not actually cheating, then I think it's a compliment because they think you're so good that you can't possibly be not cheating. But if you're cheating, then I think you just got called out. If you play a low mechanic champ and have a good understanding of how to play the game, you'll climb. That's what I do. I play Caitlyn. But I'm never gonna climb because I'm never gonna play enough games to climb. It's like, it's just too, it takes too much time. Kate, Ash, and Misfortune won't work fine. I don't play Ash and I've never played them, but Caitlyn is hard. I think playing ADC is hard, in my opinion. Like obviously, like Caitlyn is fairly straightforward, but I think like if I, because I'm a person that only plays Caitlyn, I think it's fine. Like I'm gonna do better on Caitlyn than I will on anyone else. But I think just playing ADC is hard, especially as a new player. There's so much to do. Iron Bronze level Kate should be effective. I'm sure anything would be effective, you know? If you're like playing okay, I'm sure anything would be effective. But I don't know. I think for me it's like I'm such a like one trick. I feel like sticking with one is probably fine. But maybe starting out on like Jace would probably be kind of hard. But my love for Caitlyn is unparalleled. Like I have on Wild Rift. I actually checked this yesterday, and I was a bit surprised at how many. Because I told Jack, I was like, oh, I've only played like 200 games of Wild Rift. And he was like, no, I'm pretty sure you played like 500. I was like, there's no way I played 500 games of Wild Rift. And then I checked, I have like 400 something games of Wild Rift, okay? It's like low 400s of Wild Rift. And I was like, damn, okay, I played a lot of Wild Rift. But then out of those games, I played over 200 games of Caitlyn. So I am and I had a huge like support phase as well, because they kind of buffed Soraka. If you guys are any PC League players, they removed the health cost on Soraka's heal. So she was like super broken, okay? Like so I was playing a lot of Soraka at that time. And that's how I originally hit like platinum. But then like yeah, it was like, so then I had a huge Soraka phase. So I think, but in terms of like ADCs, I think like I have 200 games of Caitlyn, but my second most played character has like 50 games. So I'm like such a one trick. Arcade makes you want to play League sometimes, but you suck at right click games, so you don't bother. Play Wild Rift, Ricky. Ricky, join me. Play Wild Rift. There's lots. It's the controls are so much simpler. I think for me personally, I just think Wild Rift is such a. It's so much more accessible than normal League, right? Because like the controls are a lot simpler. The game is a lot simpler as well. Like Wild Rift is basically like a slightly simplified version of League of Legends, and the games are shorter. Isn't Wild Rift a mobile game? Yes, it is. Ricky, play Wild Rift. How made you play Wild? Okay. Yeah, that's a for weird business. And welcome in, King. Well, yeah, I'll consider this trade, Ricky. But the thing is, Wild Rift is free. And Monster Hunter Wild is probably gonna be like $80. So I don't know if this is accurate. I don't know if this is a fair trade-off. But yeah, they're doing like arcane events and stuff on Wild Rift, so I think Wild Rift is a lot more beginner friendly. But a lot of people don't like playing on mobile, which is understandable. You like the game length? I think it's too long. Especially like if you end up in the situation where you're like queuing for a game for like a few minutes, and then you join the game, and then you draft, and then someone dodges the game, and then sometimes it could be like an hour until you're like play the game and finish it. Or you could like even get into a game and then they like remake the game, and then like if you want to sit down and play a game of League of Legends, you have to put aside like an hour, like because it could be an hour, right? So you have to like it's just a bit too long for me. Oh, you like the Wild Rift? Yeah, the Wild Rift game length is really nice. Like Elder spawns at like 20 minutes, so like it's never gonna be over 20 minutes. It's never gonna be very much over 20 minutes. Like the longest Wild Rift game I had in like 400 plus games, it's like maybe 25 to 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes is a really long League game or Wild Rift game. Like Elder Dragon has spawned like 4 times. And like at that point, if no one has one, like I don't know what's going on. If she distracts someone else to play some mid-tier game, I don't gotta play 2xKO. Why aren't you excited to play 2xKO? You gotta watch Arcane. That seems fair. We can invest like $7.99 into you a month. I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure it's gifted, no? But that's a good point. That's a good point. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Only if Ricky tries Wild Rift. 25 minutes for a game as well. It's like League games just getting good. Well, it's just because everything is faster, right? The minions spawn faster at the beginning. The lanes are shorter. The map is smaller. Like all the objectives spawn earlier. So it's basically this, like if you took a League game and just like shortened everything, but the pacing, it's not like you're taking the first 25 minutes of a League game and just stopping there. It's like just condensing everything down, right? So it's just more fast paced. It's not like you're just ending laning phase and the game is over, you know? It's been a while since the last time I was gifted, but it was for a while. Okay. Asol isn't good in Wild Rift? No one plays Asol in Wild Rift. He never got his rework. Actually, he might have got it. I'm a bit out of date. But I think it's old Asol still. I could be wrong. I'll look into Monster Hunter Wild. Just because of Ricky said I'd be good at it. But we'll see. And then if my PC can't play it very well, then I guess PlayStation would be where it's at. Ricky Tech is real. It worked very well. It's new Asol, is it? I never see anyone playing Asol. Okay, see you later, Ratsy. But I haven't been following Wild Rift. Like, I was following it very closely for a while, but obviously I'm washed now, so I haven't been keeping up with all the news. So I don't know, like, what's going on. I recently saw that they're reworking Warwick, which is very sad. I just bought Warwick, and I think now he's gonna be worse. People were saying he's either, like, nerfing him. So that's too bad. But we'll see. Are they? Yeah, on Wild Rift, they're reworking Warwick. I don't know what the rework is, so I didn't check. But I just bought him. I just spent my hard-earned money, not money, but like my blue essences to buy him. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's hard to keep up with all the stuff. A second rework? I don't know. It seems like a Wild Rift exclusive rework. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe it was like too strong or something. Yeah, we'll see. I played like 4 Wild Rift games recently, and then my wrist started hurting. So I don't know if it's I don't know, because like you guys know I was having wrist pain for a while, and then it kind of stopped. I haven't had wrist pain for a very long time, but then I got it again after I played some Wild Rift. So maybe it's not very good for me. I think like holding the phone is like not great for me, or maybe it's my mouse, because I feel like every time I use my mouse for a long time, my finger hurts. Like I always end up like with like pain in like the finger that I'm using the mouse with. So I think I'm just bad at using my mouse. Like I don't. I think I'm just very unergonomic. I always end up with like pain in my hand. You're hungry too? You want tacos? That sounds good. I need to eat lunch at some point before I go to Pilates. It's becoming it was raining just a second ago, but now it's like nice again. So hopefully it stays that way, and it's not pouring rain on the way home. Time you got Pilates? I don't have it for like another hour and a half. What was the Japanese food you told me would be easy to cook? What was? I mean, usually I make like curry, but you need the curry roux. So you have to be able to find it somewhere. Um, that's easy to make. Sukiyaki. Oh yeah, nikujaga is easy to make. Sukiyaki is kind of like bulgogi, if you know that. It's like stir-fried beef. It's really good. Nikujaga is easy to make. Yeah. Teriyaki chicken is easy to make. Really depends. Um, that's usually my go-tos because my cooking, the number of things I can cook is very small. When you make teriyaki, do you barbecue the chicken? Pan. I don't have a barbecue. Um, you think I have a barbecue here? Like, you probably could barbecue it, but and I'm sure that'd be delicious. The char is the best part. Oh, yeah, I don't have a barbecue. You can barbecue it yourself. I'm sure it would taste great. It's cold, no? I guess you could barbecue in the winter. Just put on your jacket, go and barbecue outside. But yeah, it is the best part. Oh, when I was in Japan, we went to this like really fancy like um charcoal grill place, and we charcoal grilled chicken. It was so good. Like an indoor fire pit. Oh god. I always wonder about that though, because like every time I cook with chicken, I'm like, oh, I don't want to use the same tongs that I used to cook, that I use for the raw chicken into the like for the cooked chicken. But then when you go to Korean barbecue, you just use the same tongs for everything. So I'm like, is this safe? Like, what? Am I gonna get salmonella? Like, what's happening? I know the burn part is terrible for you. Is it? I like a good bit of like char on it. If it's like barbecue grilled, you know, or like Korean barbecue kind of thing. Yeah, I have no idea. I usually rest the tongs on the heat for a bit. I guess that's fine, yeah. Or I have two sets, but they don't always give you two sets at the barbecue. Because I know that the charcoal grill, that like it was just like they just give you one. The end of the chicken where it's black and burnt. How is that bad for you though? Like, what would be bad about it? Welcome in, Maestro. Hope you're doing well. But I'm always like, kind of like iffy about cooking chicken myself because I'm like, I got a meat thermometer, which is very nice. When I'm like grilling it, like at like a barbecue place, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it here for like 20 minutes, you know? Like I'm just like, you know what? Better safe than sorry. I'll just leave it here for 20 minutes. It's fine. As long as it's not like chicken breasts, then it's fine. If it's chicken thigh, then like you don't have to worry about it being like super dry. Someone told me that years ago it's bad to eat burnt foods, but you never fact check it. The char can give cancer. What? Really? What? I didn't know this. I eat the charred part. What the hell? What kind of cancer? Why? But isn't it just the same food, just cooked extra? What carcinogen is being added to this? Is it just the smoke? Oh, Korean barbecue, no. I think like before, I was such a sushi person. Like every time I go to Japan, I was like such a sushi person. I'm like just want to eat sashimi all the time. But these days, I'm like, I just want like beef. Like recently, I've been more of like a meat person, not just beef, but like I've been such a meat enjoyer recently. Um, you know the Korean potato salad stuff is so good. I don't know, like a mashed potato salad or like I don't know what you're talking about specifically, but I'm sure it's great. It creates some weird protein chemical thing, which is a cancer risk factor. What? I didn't know this. I've been eating all the burnt stuff. No one has warned me about this. Or like a potato croquette. Oh, I love korokke. So good. Or especially like even like Have you ever? My mom makes like korokke that's like she has like curry flavor on it. Oh, so good. Hi, bye. I was in the lurk doing warm-ups for the gym. Okay, okay. Have a great workout. Hi, bye. I have to do another workout today. Last week was so brutal. I was doing like right after Pilates, like she made me do so many lats workout and I was like suffering. I was like it was like I was like shaking. And then I couldn't even like it was like 2 days after I got my vaccines. And then like but I couldn't even like blame it on the vaccine because we were doing arm workouts and like my right arm was weaker. I was like my right arm was struggling just as much as my left arm. So I don't even think I could blame the vaccine at that point. Um but yeah, I was having a terrible time at the Pilates after like um 3 weeks of being in Japan and just eating food and not doing any exercise. Um, so I need to get back into the swing of things. But it was not a fun comeback. This past week was bad. Basically, every side of the gym was scuffed. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Like we're doing so many lat workouts, and I was like, just kill me. Like my arms are dying now. Back muscles are the best, but you've been slacking off. Yeah, I'm terrible at the back workouts. It's so hard. I don't get it. Cause I feel like we do a lot of lat workouts for my rounded shoulders, but like when we do actual back workouts, I'm like so weak. I think it's just my arms that are weak. But I'm trying to get back into my arm workouts as well. You're working on a six pack later because you're a chill guy, of course. Enjoy that. It causes bowel cancer? What? I've literally never heard of this. You actually exercised semi-decently on your vacation. Everything was uphill and Airbnbs. I went to a door frames deep enough for me to get a grip and do handing stretch on. Damn, okay. I mean, I walked a lot, to be fair, when I was in Japan. I was walking, like, we were walking like 20K steps, like, quite often. My legs were tired. I'm not that good at walking. But yeah, I didn't do it like I wasn't working out like my lats. Okay, I wasn't doing like arm workouts or lat workouts or especially not ab workouts. Cause like I was doing so well with my abs, but then like I think I fell off. I think I'm washed. If you Google anything medical, you're gonna die. I know, I know. You're like, oh, like you have like you're like, oh, my nose is itchy, and you Google and they're like, you have cancer, and you're like, oh, okay. Um, I try not to do that much. Even bottled water, they're like, yeah, the plastic in the water, you can get cancer. Washboard abs are now just washed abs. That's true. That's true. I need to get back into working out at home. I was working on a bit this week, but not very hard. Very very not hard. But a one pack abs. No, I think yours working on a six pack. What do you mean? You got a six pack? Okay. Let's go, Angel. A battery acid. What? Monster. Oh, Monster Energy. Okay, okay. I thought you meant like you got some batteries or something. Only on the weekend. Yeah, exactly. You got beer keg abs. Oh, okay. Like one beer keg. I see, I see. I don't think I gained weight when I was in Japan. I felt like I was eating a lot, but I don't think I gained weight. I think because I was just like walking around a lot. I don't think I gained weight. I wasn't being force fed by my grandparents this time, so I don't think I gained weight. So at least I have that. So you just, but I've probably lost muscle. I don't know, like, I don't know how many, like, do you really, like, I'm sure you do lose muscle that quickly, right? Like, if you don't work out for like 2 weeks, surely you just, like, I'm sure you don't lose it all, but like, I'm sure like it puts you back. I know. It's like it was my grandparents. It's like I'm eating like more than I've ever eaten in my entire life, and they're like, why aren't you eating? You barely ate. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm eating so much. Like, what is your problem? But everyone in my family can eat more than me. I'm the small eater in my family. So I don't know how everyone else is able to eat so much. You heard after 2 weeks muscle degeneration happens. I mean, that's not too bad. Like 2 weeks is like a decent vacation, you know? And if it just like starts happening after 2 weeks, then I guess that's fine. Yeah, you need rest days. I mean, yeah. I think it's just you should just enjoy your vacation, you know? If you can work out, you can work out, but like I wouldn't worry too much about it. And you know, when to get just getting back into it though can be a little bit rough. I think it depends what you do to get back into it. You're degen every week, of course. Just get all tungsten utensils, lift while you eat. Like that 25-pound steel coffee mug. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. That's crazy. I mean, my water bottle is like a good, if it's full, it's like 1 kilogram, you know? 1.2 kilograms. Probably more actually, because the weight of the bottle as well. So it's probably like 1.5 kilograms. I'll just curl it. But yeah, it's I mean, I think it's fine. I'll just try and like, I'm going on vacation again though, and I think I'm gonna miss Pilates for like 3 or 4 weeks because my instructor is also gonna be gone at some point in the holidays. So, well, I'll have to just work on my own. But I feel like when I work on my own, I never work out as hard as when my instructor is making me do it. I was at the same weight. People told me I was gonna gain some once I got out of Cuba. Once I got out, I managed to lose weight. Oh my gosh! But you did have like gastritis, so like that's understandable. You just gotta eat more M&Ms. You just gotta keep eating those M&Ms. Hope the States does a job. I mean, the States, the portion sizes in the States are insane. Like you haven't seen, like you know, like a large drink. Like if you go to like a McDonald's, like get a large drink, it's like this big. It's like 1 liter. Like American sizes are crazy. So maybe you will just gain weight if you just eat there. I think like for people with certain body types, like for me as well, I think it can be just as hard to gain weight as it is to lose weight. Because like for me, I think I would have a lot of trouble gaining weight. I think you have to be very purposeful about it. Because it just depends on what kind of person you are. Like anything to become a Blastoise. If you eat enough onigiri, you'll become a Blastoise for sure. It's gonna be winter anyway. Gotta bulk up to avoid cold damage. That's true. That's true. You're in the bulking phase, right? And then after, you're gonna be like a Street Fighter character. Yeah, I feel like I need some insulation as well, because speaking of like losing weight, like I haven't lost any weight. Like I think I'm the same. Like I've always been, I'm the same way. Like I've been like a very very similar weight my whole life. But I think like I've been gaining muscle, right, from doing Pilates. So like transforming some of my fat into muscle is like I'm like way colder than I was before. Like I'm like for me, like I'm just a lot colder than like because I was always like on the colder side, of course, because I'm skinny. But like now it's like even worse. Like I think like now it's like below 10 degrees. I'm like freezing. So it's like I don't know. Eating the most unhealthy, vile, greasy foods ever and calling it bulky. Ugh, the way you describe that, Angel, made it sound so delicious. Maybe that's your problem too. What's your problem? You get colder as you age, though. Old bones. Oh, maybe that's part of it too. Because I didn't get that cold often when I was a kid. And Rocketman Puma, hope you're doing well. I like the arcane badge. You're always well padded. I mean, you'll never be cold. That's okay. That you're colder because you have more muscle now from going to the gym like 2 times. That must be it. That must be it. I think it's just cold. I think it's just gotten colder. Like I got really like it went from like kind of like decently warm weather, like 15 degrees, down to like really cold weather all of a sudden. Editor cut to a still image of a rotting Krabby Patty. Ugh. I think I just have like healthy eating instilled in me from like a really young age. Cause like now, like even when if I'm on vacation, like not to Japan, but like if I'm on vacation to like wherever, and I'm like eating out like every day, and I'm not having enough vegetables. After a while, I'm like, man, I really want vegetables. Like I'm like I just feel gross. Like I feel like I need to eat like some healthy foods. Like I feel like this week I was craving pizza for like a whole like week or two. So then I finally got pizza, but like because I can't eat that much at once, I've been eating pizza for the last like 3 or 4 days, and I'm like after like the second time eating after like the first time eating pizza, I was like, man, I want a salad. Like I should have gotten a salad. like I just feel like gross after eating like unhealthy food. So like I think like once in a while I do crave it, but I think for me it's like I just want to go. I'm just like, man, I want like a nice healthy like Japanese food or Korean food, you know? Maybe it's just what I'm used to. If you're in mid-20s, so you got about a century of age to go. I'm gonna live till 120. I'm ready. I'm ready. My Japanese genes. I think I'm starting to think that Japanese people live long because they go to the doctor a lot. I never go to the doctor, so maybe I'm not gonna have that. It's actually 5 times, you think. Wow. I'm sure there was a significant. Well, but we just found out that if you don't work out for 2 weeks, the muscle degeneration starts. You eat baby carrots after every meal as a palate cleanser. Oh, baby carrots are great because you don't have to cut them. Imagine being at 2098 still kicking. Oh God, what the hell? 2098. I mean, but it will be 70 years from now. I could still be alive. I'd be nearing 100, but I could possibly be alive. The greasiest, stickiest burger gets canceled out by a handful of carrots. Exactly. You just need like 1 carrot, and you can eat that rotting Krabby Patty, no problem. But yeah, I like a good like. I think I like fruit more, but yeah, I do like I can't eat like unhealthy food for too many times in a row. Like I don't have any cravings for like McDonald's or something. We're just gonna be an old dog lady living on a Mars colony. I'm down. I'll be a dog lady. A Luca breeder. Oh no. It's like getting 3 pieces of broccoli at a buffet. Cancel out the rest. Exactly. The broccoli is like smothered in like salt and like butter, but like it counts. It's a vegetable. A colony of Lucas, like a mushroom kingdom, but a fuzzy little guys. I mean, yeah. I'll take applications to live on my colony. You're just gonna sit in a retirement home thinking about all this dead chatters? That's true. You guys are gonna die before me. I'll come to your funeral and say some nice words. A colony of wild Lucas. Aww. I can't tell if you guys are saying Lucas like plural or like Lucas, because I also call my dog Lucas sometimes. It's not his name, but I call him Lucas. And he responds to it. I think he likes it. Miji will be streaming and yapping about K-pop to the other boomers. Imagine me streaming at like 98 or like 100 years old. I'm a Shrine Monster Hunter Wilds once. There was a nice boy who complimented me. Yeah, I'll remember that story in my old age. The one time that someone said I'm good at a video game, I'll remember her forever. They said I'm good at a video game that doesn't exist yet. Maybe. I mean, I don't get a lot of compliments about my video gaming skills because I don't have many. Like, there's some games like I would say I'm like, I would say like there's like I'm like pretty okay at Breath of the Wild. Um, in terms of like the casual gaming population, I'm pretty good. But compared to like actually good people, I'm not that good. But like, you know, compared to just like average person playing Breath of the Wild, not bad. But there's not many games where I would be like, wow, I'm really good at it. Cause I don't really play a lot of like skill-based games. You're a nice boy, you are, Ricky. You and Rizzaconia are the only villains in here? Maybe, yeah. You guys are the true heels of the Miju Games community. I can stand by that. We're Sith Lords. Okay. I don't think you're that cool. You're more of a gadfly. What is that? Is that a reference? It's thankless work, but someone's got to do it. It's actually true. Someone has to do it. Because my ego gets real big. Like, I have a pretty high opinion of myself. I think it's necessary. I think it would, like, go out of control, you know? You're a pot. Okay, you could be pot friend. It'll meet you down a few notches. Exactly. But it's hard. Like, I feel like a lot of the insults just roll off my back, you know? 'Cause I don't believe it. Trust I meet you twice when gaming FNAF. Won both bets, so I'm not lying. That's true. Ricky truly believed in me. When I said I'm good at FNAF, I can beat this night, everyone betted against me. But guess who profited? The people who believed in my gaming skills. And Ricky out here boosting egos like there's no tomorrow. I'm believing it. It's working. I'm actually like a god tier gamer. I believe. I'm gonna play my league placement games. Gonna hit silver 1. Reaching for the stars. I'm ready. I'm gonna train, okay? I'm gonna go out here on a training arc. It's time. Maybe if I just believe in myself, that's what was holding me back, you know? If you want to be good at anything, you got to tell yourself you're the best. Do you? Or do you have to like acknowledge your weaknesses so you can improve on them? I don't know. I've never been on the grind to try and be good, you know? I've never played anything so competitive. But maybe that's the way to go. I don't think I've ever told myself that. about like if I just started learning how to play piano, if I told myself I'm the best, I feel like I wouldn't believe that. I feel like, oh, I need practice. Like, what am I doing? You doubt yourself often, you're more inclined to fail. I mean, I think you shouldn't. I don't know. I feel like if it depends on what it is. It depends. I think it depends on the person. I think some people respond to like, they respond to like critical feedback and like being like, oh, you need to improve here and here. And some people respond more to encouragement. Maybe it depends on the person. Me just playing piano. That's me. Not anymore. I need to get a piano again so I can de-rust. You love my room. Thank you. Welcome in. Everything well today? Is it Rube or Rubelkio? I have like my piano books. Not all of these are piano books, but like I have some of my piano books, but they're being very underutilized. In my family, at some point we had 30 pianos in our house, at my family house, but we sold our like our actual like a real piano, and then we sold, like, we had 2 electric pianos, and we sold the older electric piano. So, pianoless. My brother has, like, he has his own keyboard. But I wanna get my own keyboard. I'm not sure, though, like, 'cause I think, like, having, like, a keyboard that you can plug into the computer will be nice, 'cause I could do singing streams with the keyboard. But then there's also those, like, electric pianos that feel very much like a real piano, and that seems nice too, because I'm not really used to playing on a keyboard. I've always played on, like, a real piano. So I'm not sure. But maybe a keyboard would be nice because of I could stream with it if I wanted to. Piano books being the closest thing you guys to reading other than Reddit? Maybe. Is it reading though? It's like sheet music. Her piano books and PS5 collect all the dust. That's true. That's true. And welcome in, Lee. Hope you're doing well today. Get adaptive keys at least. Yeah, those are the keys where it feels like you're pressing, like, if you press harder, it's like louder, right? I feel like I need that, because I feel like I hated playing on, like, the keyboards where it's just like it really just feels like you're just, like, pressing the buttons on the keys, and the ones where because I feel like I need that, like, feeling of, like, the piano, you know? Because, like, otherwise, how do you do, like, dynamics? I don't know how it works, but I'm sure those are expensive. But maybe it's like a treat to myself, you know? Once I get a place big enough to have a piano in it, I can get myself a nice one. The thing is knowing when to actually believe the compliments someone tells you. If someone random compliments you, you accept it and try to keep it that way to get more comments like that, but only actually believe it when someone good at it does it. Once there, keep it humble. Yeah, that's true, that's true. It depends where the compliment is coming from, too. But for me, like, Ricky complimented my gaming skills, and Ricky is, like, a god-tier gamer as well, so, like, I gotta believe it. But yeah. I'm not the most humble person, but I'm not, like, delusional, you know? Like, there's lots of things that I'm not good at, and I don't have any problem admitting I'm not good at. But I also think highly of myself. You went with non-adaptive keys because you create music and mostly beats. Yeah, fair enough. That's only your 61 key piano. You have a main and secondary piano. Your main is the mini MIDI keyboard. Oh, like that small one that you put on your desk? I see, I see. I think I would mainly, like, I would want, like, a proper piano, because I'm not, like, I'm not using it for, like, music production or anything. Like, I would use it to, like, actually play piano, you know? But I feel like I'd also want to stream with it and being able to accompany myself on piano, which would be quite nice. So I feel like I would need a keyboard with those characteristics. Your secondary is a Yamaha E273. I see, I see. You'll have to look into pianos, like, once I actually am going to get one, because right now my apartment is very small, so there's not really space for it. But once I move, I'm like, the piano's like the first thing I'm buying. But I'll have to do my research, because I have no idea. I've always just played on, like, proper, like an actual, like, acoustic piano. But obviously, like, and if you live in a condo, like, it's not gonna be, like, a reasonable thing. You should do a piano stream. I have at some point. I've done a Christmas singing stream, and I played piano kind of badly. But that was only because I could borrow my brother's piano at the time, because I lived at home. You played violin at some point too, or am I tripping? I did not play violin. You know what you're capable of, and that's awesome, as long as you don't go too cocky with it. Yeah, fair enough. If I'm ever cocky, it's usually a joke. Wish you could live in your own house. I mean, yeah, there's a trade-off, because obviously, like, back home I had a piano. But I'm happy with the small place, because I feel like that's all I need. Did you play sax? Yeah, I played the alto saxophone in elementary school. And then when I got to high school, I was kind of bored, and I switched to oboe. But I played piano, like, all throughout my childhood. But that was, like, outside of school. And then when I was 13, I started playing guitar. I just played, like, various things, but, like, That was like what I mainly did. The band I saw recently has a sax, the most hype instrument. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think we sold my saxophone. Um, and I hadn't really played it like throughout, like since I stopped playing. Like I played it in elementary school, but I didn't really touch it much after I switched to oboe. You guys wanted to learn sax? Go for it. Go for it. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. It's not too difficult as well, I think. I mean, obviously like people who are really good at it are really good at it, but just to pick up, I don't think it's too difficult. It doesn't have like a high barrier to entry. No Pilates classes. I do have Pilates, but I have Pilates at a later, it's like 1 hour later, so I can stay a little bit longer. Maybe like 10 more minutes. It's gonna be it too, but oh god. I've never actually played a brass instrument. I've played a few woodwind instruments. I've never played a brass instrument. I don't know if I can. It would definitely be a bit of a learning curve. Because the mouthpiece is different. It's kind of hard. Sax isn't brass, no, sax is a woodwind instrument. Because it has a reed. But like tuba, trumpet, trombone, they all don't have like any reed involved. So they're like a bit different. You can play PlayStation, that's okay. You can play Street Fighter. I remember you talking about buying a guitar for a while. What happened to that? Where's the Chicano guitar era? I feel like I could see you playing like bass. I don't know. I can just see it. A band I discovered recently as a trombonist. It's awesome. That's what I originally wanted to play when I was in elementary school. Because my cousin played bass and not bass. My cousin played trombone and I was like, I wanted to play trombone as well. But then the band instructor told me my arm is too short. When I was like 10-year-old me, my arm was too short to play trombone. So then I was like, oh, I'll just play saxophone. A band I discovered. Oh, sorry, I just read that. You hate bass? Why you hate bass? Bass is cool. What I don't like transporting, it's transporting. Piano is a sax. Oh, transposing? I thought you meant like transporting is like when you carry it around. I was like, man, like I hated carrying my saxophone home from school. But you mean transposing? It's so dull sounding. I don't know. I think it's cool. Your arms are probably still too short. You've got TX. No, I don't have TX arms. I actually have like weirdly long arms for my height. Like legitimately, a huge problem for me in Japan. Every time I buy clothes in Japan, the sleeves are too short. Cause like the average height in Japan is shorter. So like obviously like the sleeves and the legs and stuff are shorter. Every time, oh my god, every time I buy clothes, the sleeves are like this. It's like so annoying. I think I have long arms for a Japanese person. Carrying around a piano would suck indeed. Yeah, it would suck. You personally prefer salmon over bass. Oh, I see. I like a good tuna. If you learn an instrument that wasn't guitar, it'd be like piano or harp. Harp would be crazy. I think it's a high barrier. I think like just having to buy a harp would be like a whole thing. The word transpose, I bet. They sound similar. But isn't transposing just like transporting the notes, you know? But yeah, that is weird that I didn't realize it was I haven't played saxophone since I was like a kid. I didn't realize that they were off. That makes no sense. You love the harp, you blame the fairy theme in Zelda though? I feel like harp sounds hard. Like for me, like guitar just seems a lot easier than harp, but maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't know where to start on the harp. You just translated the word in Spanish, which is literally transport. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I think it people would know what you mean. But like in English, we just have like a lot of very specific musical terms, which is really annoying. Everything Ichika read on the harp. Yeah, he did play the harp. Harp is just plucking the strings, surely. By that logic, piano is just pressing the keys. The violin is nice too, but I feel like your neck would ache. I feel like violin would be cool to learn. But I feel like it would suck to listen to while you're learning. Because I feel like when you're starting the violin, it probably sounds so bad. Because like when you're first learning piano, like it doesn't sound like painful to your ears. But like if you suck at violin, it probably sounds painful to your ears. Recently learned the harp has 3 pedals to sharp and flat all notes. That sounds insane. What? Really? Why? Why don't we just press the next key? Oh, there's no sharp or flat on the strings. You just have to press the pedal. That's tough. That's crazy. I guess you just can't fit enough strings on it. What? Well, harps are so big. I thought they would have enough to. I thought they would have enough to have all the keys. The flute is just breathing in a tube. When I tried to play my friend's flute when I was in band, I could not make a sound. Like I don't know, it doesn't seem easy. Like I couldn't even make a sound. I was like, you have to like blow across the thing. Could not make a sound. Music is just so easy now we think about it. Singing is just talking funny. That's true. That's true. Why can't? No, sorry. Just screeching forever. Yeah, I feel like it would be a while before you can make something sound nice on a violin. But maybe that's the case with many instruments, you know? I feel like at least with the piano, it's not like you're gonna be out of tune, you know? Like you're gonna still be pressing keys. Like it's not gonna sound bad. I thought the strings were like piano keys, having semitones between all of them, but apparently not. Yeah, I thought that too. I thought each one would have a piano key. But I guess they only have the... Oh, but isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Because you also have like... Because like if you have all the white keys on the piano, not every white key has a black key between it, right? How does that work? That's confusing. So do you just have like awkward notes? Like what I don't get it. Or is there just some overlap? Like that doesn't make sense. So like you could flat the F, but you could also just pluck the E string. That's weird. Chicano knows a song on violin, nailed on a chalkboard. Can't wait to hear it. We're all going to Chicano's like, I'm gonna stream my violin playing. It's like going to your child's violin recital when they like suck. I'm actually very like impressed at my mom being able to sit through like my 5th grade band recitals. Like it was probably so not nice to listen to. I don't know how she did it. Maybe it's like tones like frets on a guitar. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. We're all just like, don't know how harps work. So there's 7 pedals. Oh, okay. We have no idea how harps work. Good luck playing the harp, Chicano, if you decide to. That sounds complex as hell. That's very confusing. And lock him in. Hope you're doing well today. Apparently, flute types don't have pedals, but it's not default. But yeah, that's so crazy. I did not know that harps had so many pedals. Can you sing "Lost in the Fire" for 5 Gifted by The Weeknd? I don't know that song. I'm sorry. At least I didn't hear me performing with the flute in elementary. Oh my gosh, I would love to hear that. What do you mean? Welcome in, protagonist. I don't know if that would sound better than my saxophone playing in elementary school. They were both probably very bad. Yes. I don't think any like. I guess do the parents actually enjoy it, or are they like having the worst time ever watching their kid doing that? I have a singing redemption, but it's for channel points. I'm sorry. I don't do it for gifted. But yeah, it's a those, and then like at least with like a kid's like dance recital, like it's like kind of cute, you know. But like if it's like a kid's like band recital, then like surely it sounds really bad. Like surely it just sounds like it like hurts your ears, you know. Maybe it's like something. It's cute until your kid trips up. I think it's still cute. I'm getting any Black Friday shopping. I bought a few like things that I normally buy on Amazon because they were on sale. I bought some like a lot of my skincare products were like on sale, so I was like, I guess I'll just get an extra one, even though I already have some. I'm not buying anything in particular. I might just ask for all like my Christmas presents and stuff now while they're on sale. I'm gonna get I've been had my eye on this like, so there's like the, well, also welcome in CJ. There's these like retainer cleaners. You guys know I'm a retainer guy. There's like a retainer cleaner, and you can get like kind of like a cheap one for like $50, but there's a really really cute one for like $100 something, and it's so cute. It's like pastel colors and everything. And I'm like, man, I want that one. So I might go for that. Cause I know I could get a cheaper one that just looks like boring, but like, oh, the cute one. And it's like smaller, so it's like easy to, like, you know, technically I could like travel with it, you know? And I'm like, it's not just because it's cute, but it's because it's cute. Treat yourself, yeah. I think it's worth. It will bring me lots of happiness. Canada's GST free shopping. Oh yeah, Canada. Canada was like, I think an election is coming up or something, because Justin Trudeau was like, he removed like the tax on like a bunch of stuff for the holiday season from like December to like February, and then he was like, they're gonna give everyone $250. I was like, what? Yeah. I'll see what I can buy with that, because like technically that means like if all the GST, like that's like a 5% or 7% whatever discount on everything, right? So like, and apparently like, oh, it's only one. Is it just one grocery trip? I can't. And it was like stuff that could be like Christmas presents or like food and stuff like that. So maybe I'll just stock up on granola bars. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just joking that, oh, food is expensive. Yeah, okay. I was like, how would they enforce only one thing? Speaking of grocery shopping, I should probably go eat before I have to go to Pilates pretty soon. So, how many M&Ms bag can you get with 250 CAD? Maybe like 10. I don't know. Candy is really really expensive these days. Yeah, I want to yap more. I have a lot more to say, but we'll yap more tomorrow. Well, I'll save it for tomorrow because I should go. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like rushing out the door again. But yeah. Hope you guys take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. If I don't see you, pick up the Luca and play Wild. It's not out. He says it's not till February. Yeah, I'll take pictures of Luca and put them in the Discord. So join the Discord if you haven't already. But yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow at the same time, 9 a.m. Pacific. And thank you, Ricky. You're great at games too. Ever Monday, December 2nd? I have no idea. I feel like sales these days go on for weeks. But yeah. Thanks all for watching today, and I will see you all later. Bye!